$440.
Welcome in, Sega fans. Tonight, Ages of Sega Showcase Auction. Over 200 Sega games up for auction. We got the Master System. We got the Genesis, Sega CD, Sega Saturn, Game Gear, 32X. What else did Sega make? Are there any other consoles in there? Everything across Sega, all premium titles. For everyone out there who cares about Sega, all 50 of you, 100, how many Sega collectors are there now in 2023? All of you guys are going to love this auction. Every single one of you. The thing about the auction, though, I will say, because there are 240... Yeah, the Sega Pico is not getting represented, I agree. Because there are 240 games... if you are looking for items later in the auction, it's going to be like a 2, maybe 3 hour total auction. So we go Master System into Genesis.
Fair warning.
And then, like, you can just see how much Genesis there is, right? It goes Master System, Genesis. I think CD is after that. We have well over like 80 Genesis games, probably over 100 Genesis games, so... If you are looking for stuff 70, after 80, Sega 90, Genesis, you might want to set a reminder. You might want to set an alarm. Like I said, if you're looking for Sega Saturn, CD, Game Gear, that's going to be in about an hour and a half, probably. Probably 2 hours before we get into any kind of Sega CD stuff. So make sure you set alarms. Make sure you look at the later half of the auction. It's going to be a long one tonight. Like I said, 240 games. Grab yourself a snack. Grab yourself a drink. Thursday night football, Chiefs and Broncos is on. NHL hockey has some opening day stuff. It's a hell of a Thursday.
$190.
It is a hell of a Thursday. Appreciate you guys coming out tonight. No, the Sega auctions, I agree. They won't always be this big. This is pretty insane.
Fair warning.
Doom must be on 32X, Carl. There's no Nintendo today. Nintendo fanboys, GTFO. Today is about Sega. Yeah, some great stuff in the auction, 100%. Alex Kidd should have sold for more, should it? I don't know enough about Master System to really even give a good gauge. But Alex Kidd did stir off the auction there. 85 plus high-tech world, 528. We went into Alien Syndrome, 9.88 plus or 288, as well as a VGA 90. This is kind of crazy. I disagree with this myself here. Well, first, let's see Altered Beast. One of the bigger titles on Master System, I think. 9.4A here, pushing up to almost over $800.
Next lot.
Sells for $780. What I was going to say, though, 9.8A plus versus VGA 90. I mean, the 90 probably is the nicer game. Like, it's probably...
$80.
It's probably the nicer game. 9.8A plus outsells it by a decent chunk there. 288 versus 228. Are we live? Are we all good? Everything's good, eh? Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse, 9.4, but an NS seal on it, and European. NS Euro. That's a bit of a double whammy there on Castle of Illusion, but slowly pushing its way over $100 here. This is just sealed with the Sega sticker. So what they're saying is the sticker seal is not fully adhered. So these European games, they just have like a little sticker on them, kind of like sticker seal NES games. And the sticker just goes like on the opening side. So the sticker itself is like peeling up. They're saying it's not fully on there. You probably can't even see it in the photos.
Fair one.
You might be able to see the sticker here in the back photo. I'll just show for anyone who doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about. No, you can't see the sticker. It'd be like right here is where they put the stickers on them. It'd be like right there. But can't see it.
$50.
Altered Beast went for $780. Yeah, that's kind of a big Master System game there. $780 for Altered Beast.
$160.
But welcome in, everyone. Glad you're here on a Thursday. Yeah, I didn't realize Carl was a Sega guy either. I feel like he... No, I mean, maybe he is. I was going to say I feel like he's not, but he's freaking here, so hey. He must at least have some inclination towards Sega.
Next lot.
Must have some inclination towards Sega.
$500.
$180 for the Castle of Illusion there. Mickey Mouse. Double Dragon 9.2A on the Master System.
Fair warning.
You kind of got screwed on the illusion. Oh, that's yours, Exploded
Next
Hamster.
lot.
Okay. You got... It was
$60.
sealed, but they weren't sure, so they opened it.
$90.
Oof.
100.
No, wait, they didn't? What do you... It was another one. You're getting confused. They opened one from the lot. Okay, I see. So that was not your Castle of Illusion there? Exploded? This one? Those, like, the European sticker seals are very tough, though. Like, that's a tough spot to be in.
$190.
The Double Dragon went for $576, 9.2A there. Into E-SWAT, VGA 90 plus, Jesus. Another
Fair
very
warning.
high VGA grade here on Master System.
$200.
You just don't see them, in general, ever. You just don't see these VGA 90s on Master System. You don't see much Master System in general, so... Like, a VGA 95 Rambo is kind of fucky. I'm excited to see what it sells for. Rambo Part 2. I don't know if it's like a super sought-after game on Master System, but it's a frickin' VGA 95.
$260.
We'll see what it does. That's what I'm most interested for with Master System. Obviously, Ninja Gaiden 2 also is interesting, but Rambo is Rambo. I mean, that it's Stallone.
Fair warning.
If you're not a Stallone fan, I don't really know what to tell you.
Next lot.
You fucked up somewhere in life, I guess, is all I can say.
$70.
Speaking of Stallone, too, did you guys see that Pete Davidson clip of him with VHS? Pete Davidson has bought 3,000 to 5,000 sealed VHS over the past couple of years.
$75.
He's all in on the VHS pump. Hilarious to see. Why couldn't Pete Davidson be buying some freaking video games, hey? Why is he pumping VHS on Jimmy Fallon?
Next lot.
VHS is going to win. VHS is going mainstream.
$20.
Absolutely insane. I don't know if SMS is a case of 6, is it? I'm not 100% sure myself on that one, Game Gallery. E-SWAT ended at 288. Fantasy Zone there, $99 or a 9.4B plus. Ghost House is one of the Sega MasterCards. I don't even know what the heck they called them. Just a Sega card. VJ 85 on Ghost House, pushing its way up over $500. Looking for $600 already. Second time offering it only on Heritage.
Fair warning.
Master System was a case of 4, you think?
$600.
If it was on Jimmy Fallon, no one saw it. Oh, come on. Who doesn't show up to watch Jimmy Fallon laugh? Who doesn't love some Jimmy Fallon in their life?
Fair warning.
I don't dislike Jimmy Fallon.
Next lot.
But I like Jimmy more when he shows up on like other people's stuff. Like watching an entire night show of Jimmy Fallon is too much Jimmy. But if Jimmy like showed up on SNL or something, it's like, okay, yeah, Jimmy Fallon's pretty funny. Or if he did like, you know, a little segment, a little bit.
$150.
But a whole hour of Jimmy? That's just too much Jimmy. Everyone has their limits there. Ghost House went for $660. Lord of the Sword. VG85 here. And like someone else said there earlier, these Ages of Sega showcase auctions, I'm pretty sure this is the only one we've had since last year. Am I wrong? I think we've only had 2 Sega Ages showcase auctions ever.
$220.
So, to the point here, if you are someone into high-grade Genesis Master System Sega CD, these more niche ones, there was a Sega one in April. Okay, so we had, I think it was November, April, October. 3 in almost a calendar year. So if you are into these games, like, they don't come up. They don't come up often at all. Lord of the Sword, VGA 85. Obviously, Sega a little bit more niche than Nintendo, but for the people who care, I mean, you only have a few opportunities a year to really get these games out there.
Fair warning. $400.
Absolutely, Case Fresh Rambo. Machamp versus Stallone. Who wins? Over the top. Get him out there.
$440.
We ended up with Jimmy over Conan because NBC needed to keep Jay on for another year. It should have been Conan. Yeah, I do enjoy Conan O'Brien more than Jimmy. I'll give it that. I don't love Conan. I like Conan's not
$550.
bad. I've grown to like Conan more as I got older. I didn't like him when I was younger, but then like I started appreciating him more. Conan's kind of funny.
Fair warning.
Norm had a joke. He said, "Stone Cold Fallon,
$600.
if you earn a laugh from Jimmy Fallon, then by God, you earned it." Yeah, no doubt. If you earn a laugh from Jimmy Fallon, then you earned it. No doubt.
Fair warning.
Jimmy's just out there to make people feel good. Jimmy is a good audience, I'll give him that.
Fair warning.
This Lord of the Sword is pushing. More than I expected
Next
out of it.
lot.
Not a game I know much about at all there, but VGA 85, it's an RPG, pushed its way up to 720. One of the most expensive sales? Right underneath Altered Beast, actually. Second most expensive Master System game of the day. 720 for Lord of the Sword, 780 for Altered Beast. That's pretty cool. Lord of the Sword is a fun one? Yeah, not one I'm familiar with at all. Does it have any value as a CIB? I feel like it doesn't. Missile Defense 3D, 9.88 plus there. 180 bucks. Into Ninja Gaiden. So Ninja Gaiden here and Rambo should both be pretty interesting, I think. We'll see what happens here. 9.6 with a B+. It is a European print of Ninja Gaiden. I didn't realize that. We'll see.
Next lot.
Not a ton of love. 372. Here goes Rambo. We'll see. VGA 95.
Here's a $5 off coupon for your next purchase.
Hey. Marty, the one-man party with the $5. Much appreciated, man. That $5 off coupon is going to go to getting a snack after this auction. We got a mango monster here on deck. Monster Ultra, of course, 0 calories, 0 sugar. You guys know how it is.
$80. $500.
Rambo Part 2 here. Looking for $600.
Fair warning.
Jimmy broke in like every sketch he was on SNL the last 3 years he was on. Yeah, like I don't dislike Jimmy Fallon. I don't know if there's a reason to like, you know what I mean? Obviously he's over the top and a bit like fake, but I don't dislike him. Rambo for 576. Here's Rampage 9.8A. I don't think there was a live bid on this though. Went for $1,000 though. Most expensive game of the auction thus far. Master System Rampage 9.8A. If you lined all these games up pre-auction, I don't think I would have picked Rampage to be the highest. Damn. Damn. I'm always shocked by Rampage. Rampage on NES sells for frickin' so much money. Now here it is on Master System selling. I'm pretty sure we've seen Rampage on PS1 sell for a crazy price. Rampage is just like, it's more popular than I know. Rampage was yours. It didn't get live bids. I mean, $1,000 Elysium. I don't know what you might have expected out of it, but
fair warning.
Rastan there, $222. Spellcaster 9.8A is up for auction right now.
$180. $200.
Yeah, where's the Pokemon on Sega? Let's get this auction interesting. You'll lose money on most of these games tonight, but that's okay. You'll buy in the same market. Yep. Just cycle that money around, pretty much. Which, Captus, I guess to the point there, how do you deal with buyer's remorse? I mean, fair warning. Depending on how bad the... Oh, excuse me. Depending on how bad the purchase is, I mean, you might just be able to sell it immediately. You know, eat the little bit of loss on it. Here's a Strider, 9.88 plus. Joseph Leo, I saw there, you said it's a US UPC sticker?
Fair warning.
The same as a Sonic UPC sticker, I assume?
$320.
It'll just be a little sticker on the back of the game there, making it for US audiences. We'll see what it does, 9.88 plus. Depending on how bad the purchase is, Captus, you might be able to just...
fair warning.
Like, you could sell it immediately, eat the loss, cycle the money into something else, just, you know, get it off your brain, move on, don't think about it. Or you throw it in a container and never look at it again and just hope it goes up in value.
$340.
But it's damn tough It's damn tough. Buyer's remorse
Fair
sucks. It sucks. You basically just like try to forget about it. Try to make some money doing something else is something I also try to do. Like, say I fuck up a purchase, I have some buyer's remorse, maybe it's 50, 100. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not happy about it. I might try to do, like, maybe pick up a shift at work or do more consulting. Whatever you can do to try and, like, offset the cost. Put extra work in to try and make extra money to offset what you feel bad about. That's another way I try to deal with it. Strider went for 384. Super Monaco GP, 9.68 plus here. Yeah, hit the like button. Exactly. Thank you, Comac. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. What do I think will be the highest selling item in the auction? Yeah, there's the John Madden is always a good choice. The 9.88 plus Mortal Kombat should do quite well. Panzer Dragoon Saga is going to be up there. What's crossing over $10,000 tonight, though? I don't even think Madden is a $10,000 game now, is it? What was the grade on it? VGA 80, I think? AKLM. Yeah, VGA 80 on Madden? On a clamshell version? I'm not sure if Madden's a $10,000 game. I can't remember the comps on it.
Next lot.
But I don't know what's going to cross 10,000. I feel like that's kind of the barrier right now for tonight. Like VG to qualified on Michael Jackson.
Fair warning.
We'll see. I think Mortal Kombat's going to outsell Madden tonight, personally. Super Monaco, 164. Time Soldiers, 324. Wonder Boy and Monsterland, 9.8 A++. Wow. We'll see if it gets some love here. Oh my god, yes it is. The bidding opened over $2,000. Okay, yes, Wonder Boy and Monsterland. Easily taking off here as the highest game in the auction. Looking for over $3,000. Whew! Wonder Boy. Strider thus far is the steal of the auction. It's crazy that the 9.8A WADA is higher than the VGA 90 stuff. Yep. Doesn't make any sense, sup yo, but that's the market we live in right now. Buy your VGA 90s at a discount, dude. Cross them over to WADA. Make yourself millions. It's crazy that in 2023, we're still, like, you know, seeing that kind of disparity. You thought the sticker only matters for Sonic for whatever reason. Nobody cared about the stickers on the other ones. I don't know myself, Fingers, if that's true. I don't know enough about UPC stickers on Master System games. Obviously, the Sonic UPC sticker is like a long time grail for Master System collectors. I think a UPC sticker on Golden Axe Warriors is also very sought after. But I didn't even know Strider had one for a UPC sticker variant.
$320.
So I can't give you a lowdown answer on that one. Wonder Boy did close at $2,880. Highest item in the auction so far. Most expensive Master System today by far.
Fair warning.
You love to see it for Wonder Boy there. Here's the Sega 6-pack, 9.68 plus. I grew up with the Sega 6-pack. It was always in the Genesis. Fantastic 6-pack of games there. $480 for the 9.68 plus.
$400.
Adventures of Batman and Robin here. VGA 85. Sega Genesis begins now. Like I said, Sega Genesis is probably going to run for the next hour and a half, about 2 hours. So if you're looking for Sega CD, Sega Saturn, Sega Game Gear, that's going to be in about 1.5, 2 hours from now. Set alarms, make sure you come back. Don't forget about the other side of the auction. Hi guys, hot tip. Video game market going up 10x in 2 months. Buy now. The hedge funds are coming in. Yeah, Warren Buffett's going to buy it all. Never mind Warren Buffett. We just need Pete Davidson, baby. We don't need Warren Buffett. We just need a Pete Davidson. That's all the pump we need. Which last two games exploded, sorry? The Time Soldiers and the Monaco? Adventures of Batman and Robin there, $540. The cover of this game has always stood out to me. I absolutely love it. Super nostalgic, even though I've never played the actual game. Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. $139, 8.5B. Wow. I think this is the first time we've seen this at Heritage for Rocky and Bullwinkle. Arrow the Acrobat, 9.6A. 0 copies graded higher out of just 4 on Arrow the Acrobat.
$140. $150. $160.
Not that 3K is cheap, but you're happy with that price for the Wonder Boy? Oh, did you buy it, Exploded? Did you grab the Wonder Boy?
$170.
A 90 would be lucky to get 9.88 plus. With hard case stuff, Goob, it's pretty damn like if you're crossing a VGA 90 hard case,
$190.
you got pretty good shot of 9.88 plus, honestly. Like you're gonna be 9.68 plus plus, 9.68 plus, or like, 9.88 plus or above. There's 4 UPC Master System games. Yeah, the 6-pack has everything good on it. Dare I say, this is all you need with a Sega Genesis. You have all the best games on one console right there. On one cartridge, I mean. Arrow the Acrobat, $240. Alien 3 is a 9.6A+.
$140.
Doesn't say... Oh, there are only 10 copies on the Pop Report. I was going to say it might be one of the highest graded copies, but they're not saying it themselves there. And of course, if you want to see comps on anything, if there's a game that stands out, just let me know. We can go ahead and take a peek at gamerstonks.com. All comps are coming courtesy of them today, so shout out to gamerstonks.com. Check it out if you want graded comps across all major auction houses.
$60. $170.
Sonic, Strider, Spider-Man, and Golden Axe Warrior. Gotcha. So yeah, I knew about Sonic and Golden Axe Warrior. I didn't know that Strider and Spider-Man also had UPCs there. Interesting.
Fair warning. $200.
Strider and Monaco went super cheap in your opinion? Yeah, the Strider went for $384. I wonder if it's just a lack of knowledge on the Strider there. Because like I said, I didn't even know the UPC version existed on this. And Super Monaco, yeah, $164. Did you pick up either of them? Oh, you got the Wonder Boy Exploded. Did you also grab either Strider or Monaco? Wonder Boy is cheap. That's not high. Jeez. Do we have comps on Wonder Boy at all? Or is it just like notoriously a very expensive Master System game?
$550.
CGC has pop reports if you go to gamerstonks.com. Now you don't need to pay or anything if you just sign up. If you have or log in, sorry. If you just make an account on it, you can go into population counts over here. You can click on whatever console you want. So we can go Master System here. We can check CGC.
$700.
And we can take a look at Wonder Boy here, and you can see that the 9.88++ is the highest and the only copy on the CGC Pop Report for Wonder Boy and Monsterland. So you can get yourself free, unofficial CGC Pop Reports. Again, gamerstonks.com. Make yourself an account, completely free to browse that.
$900.
Alicia Dragoon. Here's a pretty big Genesis one, in my opinion. 85+ on this is frickin' nice. Second time they've offered it, 85+ again on Genesis is beautiful. Looking for over $1,000 here. The last Wonder Boy was like $650 for a 9.88A+.
Fair warning.
Yeah, unofficial. Exactly. Some dude put those CGC pop reports together in his basement, just like ragtag garbage. But they're the best we got, so.
Fair warning.
Shout out to that.
$1,100.
Arrow the Acrobat is tough. Arrow the Acrobat 2 is even tougher. Yeah, Arrow 2, even as a CIB there, Supio, is quite hard to get on Genesis. I remember that quite a bit when I was going for more CIB Genesis. I was like passively collecting a full set of them. Arrow the Acrobat 2 is definitely up there. It's just difficult. Alicia Dragoon pushing over $1,000 here, looking for $1,500 on the next bid. Whew. Of course, that's cover art by Boris Vallejo for the art people out there. Boris doing a lot of fantasy pieces, a lot of fantasy cover artworks for Sega Genesis. He did Golden Axe 2, I believe. Some other big ones, but $1,440 there for Alicia Dragoon. Very cool. Very cool.
$380.
Ariel, the Little Mermaid. 9.68 plus on this. I'm not sure what the part code... It's clamshell early production, as far as I know here. 9.68 plus is pretty damn high. We'll see if Disney gets some love here. I think it will.
$440.
I think Ariel should get some love here on Genesis. Yeah, Boris did Echo as well. Yes. That is a Boris Vallejo. Echo the Dolphin. Weirdly enough. Kind of falling outside of his normal realm of, like, fantasy warriors and stuff. He also did Echo the Dolphin. Slowly but surely, I'm learning a little bit about art. Slowly but surely.
Fair warning.
Alicia Dragoons, big time. You were fine just getting it mint CIB. Yeah, I think I have a nice CIB of Alicia, and I'm happy with that. It was one that I made sure to pick up back, like, years ago, right? Probably got it like 40, 50 bucks back then. Ariel the Mermaid, still pushing its way up here, looking for $700 now. Yeah, that's what I figured exploded, is that Ariel's really rare. Like, it doesn't say it's the first time. Oh, highest graded copy they've ever offered.
$20.
Yeah, it didn't say it was the first time they've offered it, but I don't have memory of a clamshell coming up. But Ariel the Little Mermaid, 9.68 plus there, ends at 660. Let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. We'll do our first comm check here on Ariel.
$70. $180.
Because I remember you see the cardboard variant. Okay, so we've seen it once. 9.2B went for 456. That was back in 1 year ago, basically. Basically 1 year ago. 9.6B as well in April, 396. We've seen two copies. Honestly, the 9.68 plus, like, I don't know. I feel like it should have. I don't want to say it should have, but it could have. Could have got pumped harder. I think for the 9.68 plus, like, clear highest copy that's ever come up for sale,
$280.
It's not that expensive. Dare I say. It's the highest copy on the Pop Report, too, I believe. I think that's the highest graded copy that exists, period. Go over to, just check the CGC Pop Report quick here. You see, whoever made this, you can see, right? Like Sega, but if you want Genesis, it's just called Genesis. It's not the Sega Genesis. Whoever made this thing, man, I tell you.
$24.
Guy needs a course in UI design.
$32.
Go to Ariel here. There is a 9.8, no, that's the highest graded copy, 9.68 plus. Yeah, that's the highest copy that exists on both Pop Reports. So, 660 bucks for Ariel the Little Mermaid there. Robo Kid went for 336 into balls. 9.88 plus, going for $61. Wow, we have an early front runner here for lowest item of the auction. That's crazy. 61 bucks for balls? The meme itself is worth 60 bucks, isn't it? Jeez Louise. 61 bucks for balls.
$220.
Barkley, shut up and jam. 9.68 plus. One does not simply passively collect a full CIB set for Genesis. Yeah, I got up to, like, I don't know, maybe 200 CIB games. Sega Steve. Probably have 200 CIBs still. Like 30, 40 cartridges. I didn't want to go down the rabbit hole of going through all the Sega sports games, though. Which, like, really killed my motivation to keep going after Genesis. But it's an interesting console. I learned a lot about it.
Next lot.
Like, I'm pretty well familiar with any game on Sega Genesis. Like, I don't think there's any game where I would see it and I'd be like, oh, wow, I've never seen this game before. Like, Atomic Robo Kid, yes, I'm familiar with it, you know? I might not know about its gameplay, anything like that, but I have a relative gauge of its rarity, if that makes sense. Barkley, shut up and jam. 288 bucks into Batman Forever. VGA 90.
$160. $170.
Boris also did the artwork for, like, Ballistics or whatever that company was. Oh, yeah, Mike Ditka, Onslaught, all of those. Yes, he did a lot of the early Accolade titles. Yes.
Fair warning. $180.
Yeah, low balls indeed. You're pulling your Patreon money for that comment, Tim. Yeah, would you please put the word Sega in front of Genesis?
Fair warning.
Would you please have some consistency on your website, sir?
Next lot. $70.
I tell you,
$80,
man. I tell you.
$90. $95.
VGA 90 on the Batman Forever goes for $204. Here's a VGA 85 plus. 2 copies of Batman Forever. We get to see a VGA 90 go head to head against an 85 plus. In, like, you know, relatively speaking, the condition
Fair
on
warning.
those 2 games is very, very close. I
$110.
was about to say we're almost going to see it sell for twice as much, but the 85 plus is getting some bids now. We're looking for $150. If we get one more bid, there's only a $50 difference between the 2 grades. Couple more
Fair
bids and that
warning.
VGA 90 is going to be looking like a really good deal. All right,
Next
that's
lot.
it. That's it. So $70 gap, $65. You go from an 85 plus up to a 90. I mean, I would probably rather just own the 90 at that point, but hey. Here's Battlemaster. 9.8 B plus. Highest graded copy. Yep.
$140.
Second time offering the game, and I think it's only second copy on the pop report. So 9.8 A plus here. Highest copy of Battlemaster. No, Super Lightwater. Just Sega. Just Sega. Sega tonight. Nintendo fans
Fair
GTFO.
$180. $200.
Is Jimothy pretending that 32X and Sega CD are unique consoles and not just the simple Sega add-ons? Yeah, seriously.
$300.
You like Batman Forever? Acclaim used the Mortal Kombat engine for it. Interesting. I did not know that. Isn't... I mean, I might be wrong, but in my head, isn't this game kind of shit? Batman Forever? Like, I don't think it's held in that high of regard, is it? Battlemaster is pushing its way up to almost $400 here.
Fair warning.
Sega only actually made 5 consoles. The SG-1000, I don't even know what the hell that is. SMS, Genesis, Saturn, and Dreamcast. Or the Game Gear, Pico, and Bina. I don't know the Bina either.
$550.
Are these like Japanese Sega consoles? The SG-1000 and the Bina?
$600.
Battlemaster closed at $384. Blaster Master 2. Factory sealed 9.6 A++, only the second time offering it. Probably the highest copy, I would assume. 9.6 A++ is freaking nice on this, but... This game is stupid rare, Blaster Master 2. Yeah, I remember it being a pretty uncommon CIB as well on this one. It was on my list of games to pick up because it could become more expensive. I was speculating on Blaster Master 2 way back when.
Fair warning.
The SNES version is better for Batman Forever.
$700.
Is it actually a good game in general? Or is the SNES version better than the Genesis version, but they both kind of suck? Usually an 85 plus going up to a 90 is double the price. That's kind of what I would expect, Supyo. Double the price. That's why I say, like, you know, a $65 gap there to go from the 85 plus to the 90. I would have rather bought the 90 in that instance.
$160.
Just seems like the better purchase. Blaster Master 2 closes at $840. Boogerman, a pick and flick adventure. Peak 90s gross out humor right here. 9.4 B plus. AVGN lit up the Batman Forever game. Oh, is there? There's an AVGN episode.
$260.
I'll have to check it out. I can't remember if I've seen it or not. So much of the angry video game nerd like kind of blends in my brain now. Like I feel like I've been watching the nerd for probably like literally 10 years now, hey? Damn close if I haven't been. So many of his episodes and stuff, like it's just, you know, in my head it's all blended together. In a good way.
Next
like I'm not saying that as a bad thing. It's just like I don't remember which episodes I have or haven't seen. I can probably rewatch old ones now and like completely not remember them. Boogerman goes for $360 into Bram Stoker's Dracula. 9.4A.
Fair warning.
Take a look at the Contra. You're surprised the 9.6 has all
Next
that dirt
lot.
on the case? Let's see. What are you saying about Contra here?
$30.
We got Bubba and Sticks here, 8.0A, sorry.
$38.
The Contra, 9.6.
$46.
With dirt, what are you saying?
$50.
With dirt on the actual case.
$60. $65. $70.
I'm guessing you mean on the front there at the top. I'm guessing they
warning.
attributed most of it to the seal rating. Like there might be a little bit of dirt right here at the
Next
very
lot.
top where it's like open at the tube, but
$34.
I'm guessing it was attributed to the seal rating because it is an A
$38.
seal, right? So the clamshell itself just kind of has to be structurally nice, and it's going to grade high.
$50, $60, $70, $80, $90.
Like, yeah, you have to kind of remember with
$100,
Genesis, seeing an 8.0 Genesis game is like, that's weird. Like, what the hell is wrong with this?
$140. $100.
Yeah, like broken case corner. That's what I mean, right? So if you're going to see something, like an 8.0, 8.5, even a 9.0, like there has to be something kind of considerably wrong with it.
$170.
This has a broken case corner, and it's still an 8, right? I don't know what corner it is, but
$200.
almost every single Genesis game is going to be 9.4, 9.6, 9.8. It's just how it is due to the design of the clamshell. $94 though for Bubba and Sticks there. Now $192 for Dracula. Here's Bubble and Squeak. 9.6A.
Next lot.
I think Bubble and Squeak is a Greg
$24.
Martin. Potentially. $240 there. Here's Bubsy.
$28.
Claws Encounter of the fur kind.
$32. $36. $40. $44.
You have a graded Wally Bear cart only? It's the first cart you ever collected as a true collector in December 2012 because you had watched AVGN's episode and you decided it's how you wanted to waste your money. Yes.
$60.
Wally Bear and the No Gang. It's just so funny, man. Like AVGN, even Pat, like their influence on NES collecting or just early collecting in general.
Fair warning.
Like it's massive. Absolutely massive.
Next lot.
We just don't have like super big
$38.
NES influencers anymore.
$42.
You know, calling the
$46,
Nerd and Pat
$60.
influencers, like they were, right? If you go to YouTube now, like there just isn't really
$70.
early like NES, Super Nintendo, even N64 people who like cover the content big time.
$80.
Don't really exist anymore.
$95. $100.
These days, I mean, you get the relevant consoles, Wii U, Switch, stuff like that, but Bubsy, those are $84 there, and here is Bugs Bunny Double Trouble 9.6B+. You think this Double Trouble's a Pop 1 in the clamshell? Yes, the only copy of the clamshell on the Pop report. Woof. Wow, yeah, these clamshell variants, the early prints. First prints, early prints. Much more common to find these games in their cardboard than it is in the actual clamshells. Ariel was the other one where it's far more common to see it in the cardboard versus the clamshell.
Fair warning. $180. $190.
Just got to check how the Chiefs and the Broncos are going. Only 3-0. Not bad, not bad. Broncos are holding in there
Fair
nicely.
warning. Next lot. $20.
Bugs Bunny closes at $216 there. Sega Sports College Football National Championship. 9.6A+.
Fair warning. $24.
There's tears in the seal as well as the Contra. There's also the dirt. Then there's dirt under the seal. And it probably goes down further than the top. Seems a bit off.
40,
I mean,
40,
at that
48,
point, right,
55,
HW?
$60.
Buy the game, not the grade type of thing. Like, if that's not a 9.6 to you, like, don't treat it like a 9.6 then, right?
$80.
Always trust your eyes more than the label itself. I would say, but I don't know how bad that dirt is
$90.
on the actual game itself versus the seal, but 9.6A there, sitting at 336 for Contra Hardcore. And this is also a
$95.
clamshell version of Contra.
$100. $110.
You distinctly remember winning your first big game on eBay. It was a DuckTales 2 cartridge. You were like, WTF, you just spent 115 on a Nintendo game? You remember the adrenaline rush? Man, you were going in heavy, early exploded. Wally Bear, DuckTales 2. You're supposed to just buy like really crappy lots of NES games. Isn't that how you introduce yourself to a hobby? You just buy a bunch of crap?
Fair warning.
You were going after some big ones early.
Next lot. $130.
You offered someone $1,100 for stadium events in 2007, and you wanted $1,200, so you walked away. You regret that now. Yes. I never even had a chance to buy stadium events. Never. Oh, that's a lie. I had one canceled on me on eBay. I bought it on eBay for $4,200. It sat for 3 days after I purchased it, and then it was just canceled. I don't know if I got backdoored. I don't know if the listing was fake. I assume
Next lot.
I got backdoored on it, but yeah. That was the only time I ever had a chance at it. $139 for Sega Sports College Football.
$320.
Columns 9.6A, Sega Classic version for $159. Contra the Hard Corps 9.6A plus, or 9.6A. Sorry, here it is. The Contra Clamshell 9.6A. That's a pop 1 on the Sega Sports Football. Geez, $139 on that. I was sleeping on college football national championships.
$380.
Can't believe that's a pop 1. Jeez.
$400. $420.
What are you guys talking about here with the, You still consider it separate? Same as say you consider the Heartbeat Trainer as a different system.
$440.
So does that mean you don't count, what is it, Outback Joey? Is Outback Joey the game made for the Heartbeat Trainer? The link should now say Sega Genesis. Did we get a live update? Populations. Look at that. Sega Game Gear, Sega Genesis. That's crazy, man. I thought the Genesis, like, didn't... Oh, look, there's Dreamcast up there. Maybe the Dreamcast could also become a Sega console. Maybe? Maybe? The Dreamcast not made by Sega? I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see if another update happens. But that patch came through quick, I'll be honest. That was a quick patch. The patch notes went crazy on that one.
$80.
Genesis is now made by Sega. Wow. That changes the meta.
$90.
That's a meta changer.
$95.
Contra Hardcore goes for $552 on the 9.6A. Here's Motley Crue. Crue Ball, 9.6A. Very cool. It's a game I've always been curious to play, but I've never had like a chance to just sit down and play it. But I just feel like it'd be cool. A cool pinball game. Boot this Fulio. He's engagement. I can't lose that engagement, Joe Kane. Pac-Man fan is boosting the number. He's a chatter. We need chatters. It doesn't matter if it's spam, it's chat. He's chatting. He's a good chatter. That's where we're at a Sega auction, Joe Kane. We need all the engagement we can get out here. We're sitting at 53 people at a Sega auction.
$180.
That columns was weird? What was wrong with the columns? 9.6A for $159.
Fair warning.
What was wrong with the columns?
$190.
Yeah, true. You probably could wipe off dirt if that is what's on the Contra as well. Like, you probably could clean this up.
$240.
It just seems weird that the person whoever submitted it probably didn't pay for cleaning. They probably should have. Oh, God. Oh, no. We lost 2 people since the update. Oh, sup, yo. Oh, man. It's tough out here. It's tough out here, Sega fans. What did I say before the auction started there? All 50, all 100 of you? All 50 of you. All 50 Sega fans. Screwball is actually getting some love here. This is the highest graded copy of only 2. 9.6A on this copy is way, way, way higher than the previous 8.0C plus. So if you're looking for a high-grade copy of Crew Ball, big Motley Crue fans out there, slowly but surely, Chris, it's getting its juice. We're pushing up over $400. Highest graded copy of just 2. That's your last bid?
Fair warning.
Exploded Hamster has come out.
$400.
There we go. The Crew Ball is in your court, Exploded Hamster. Looking for 480.
Fair warning. Next lot. $85. Fair warning. Next lot.
Crew Ball closed at $456. Truly, it was just you and Craig exploded. You and Craig pushed this from what, like $300 up? That would have sold very low there.
$150.
Without you two going at it. $456 for Crew Ball. Cyberborg. 9.4A Cyber Ball went for 111 there. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, again, a testament to Sega, right? Just like a more niche console. 2 people pushing Crew Ball are sitting in the chat today. David Robinson, Supreme Court, 9.6A plus. It was at 240 before you jumped in? Jesus.
$220. $240.
I just got another update here for Gamerstonks.com. A new patch has rolled out. Dreamcast is now by Sega. That is huge. We now have a Sega Dreamcast and a Sega Genesis. All the Sega consoles are linked together here.
Next lot.
Oh man, these patches are coming in fast and furious. That's crazy. Good patch, good patch. I'll have to check out the full notes after. David Robinson, Supreme Court there, $264. Here's Death Duel. I saw some of you guys talking about this earlier. 9.6A.
Fair warning.
Is it a good game or just an interesting game? 9.6A on Death Duel. Now do Wada's pop system names? Yeah. We can't get the updates over on that side, unfortunately, Krills.
$60.
We can't get the live patches on the Wada side. Death Duel is worth playing once.
Fair warning.
Yep. Yep, that sounds about right.
Next
I feel like that. I feel that way with a lot of vintage games exploded.
$200.
Like, I assume Death Duel is a fighting game. And
$220. $240.
Yeah, a lot of these like earlier fighting games or like shmups and stuff like that, even if they aren't great, if you can sit down and play them with someone for like one night, like, you know, an hour or two, they make for a fantastic time. But it's never something where you're gonna like come back to it, and you know what I mean? Like, it's not objectively a good game, but you can have a good time with it. I feel like there's a ton of vintage games like that. But you kind of have to have another person. It helps if you can get a friend.
Fair warning.
Which obviously not the easiest thing to do. You know, we're all getting older. But 9.6A plus here on Stallone again with Demolition Man.
$360.
Highest graded out of just 2. Oh, that they've ever offered. I don't know how many are on the pop report. Highest out of the 2 that Heritage has offered.
Fair warning. Next lot. $44.
Demolition Man, 408. Desert Golf, Desert Strike, return to the Gulf. 9.4B plus on it. Can we get a patch for the Nintendo systems?
Fair
yeah, what
warning.
are the Nintendo systems doing here?
$48.
So SNES is SNES, GameCube, Game Boy, and NES, and so N64, SNES, and NES are all abbreviations. Everything else is written out.
Fair warning.
I think that's fine. It does suck that SNES
$55.
hangs out down here away from all the other Nintendo consoles, but so does Wii and Wii U. how would you want that categorized? I think it just kind of has to be like that,
Fair
doesn't
warning.
it? Look at the difference between A plus and B plus on this, about $1,500. Yeah, that's insane. 5 copies of this variant on the Pop Report. Did it really sell that high? Desert Strike? Was that like the highest graded
Fair
copy
warning.
that existed for that? $1,500 for Desert Strike sounds crazy.
Next lot. $34. $38.
9.6 A plus. Oh my god, back in
$46.
April this year, hey,
$50.
$1,680
$70.
versus $84.
$90.
Jesus Christ.
$95. $100.
That is insane. I mean, this is fucked up low. Because if you go even 9.4 B plus back in 2021,
$120.
it might be this same copy right here.
$130.
Probably the same copy. Sold for
$140.
$370 on Third Certified Link 2 years ago. $84? Might be the deal of the auction. Jesus.
Fair
Here's
warning.
Bonkers 9.2 A plus mold on the back of the box. Oh, just light mold though. Just light mold on Bonkers, you know? It's a 9.2 A plus, but just light mold. How the fuck do you have light mold and still 9.2 A? That's crazy. I don't even see it, to be honest.
Fair warning.
Man, no, maybe right here? Like maybe around the
Next
sticker?
lot.
I don't know if it's just sticker residue or
$240.
maybe at the very bottom of the box? I don't even know. It truly is light mold. But that's kind of a death sentence.
Fair warning.
This is yours and you had no idea there was mold on it? Yeah, that's kind of a death sentence. That sucks.
$260.
$169 for the Bonkers. Dynamite Heady, 9.8 A plus.
Fair warning. $280. $300.
Everyone be ready to blow a big money cannon on these Dynamite Headies. It's here. It's here. We're pushing, Joe. We're pushing. Looking for $400 on it. Add a new field sort order. Sort order.
Fair warning.
Yeah, you would have bid on the Desert Strike, but you already have it. You were going to grade it, but now maybe not. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one on the Desert Strike. Y'all are
Fair
asking
warning.
for too much with something I do for free and get $0 for. This guy. Look at the entitlement on that. Oh, man. Crazy. Crazy.
Fair warning.
Yo, Kill Kendrick. Welcome, dude. It has been a while.
$380.
Hope all is well with you.
$400.
Coming out for the frickin' Sega auction, man. Welcome, welcome. How is mold identified? Are they testing to confirm it's mold? Can't mold look like dirt? So many questions about
Fair
mold.
warning.
Does... Yo, Cronus, welcome, welcome.
$420.
Good to see you in here as well. Does mold show up on blue light or something? I also do wonder how mold is clearly identified or, like, you know what I mean? Labeled. I don't know how mold
Fair
responds to different stuff, because I agree. How do you say mold versus dirt
Next
versus,
lot.
you know, any other kind of
$100.
issue?
$110.
$492 of Dynamite Heady, 9.8 A plus. Here's Dynamite Heady
$160.
again, 9.4 A on this one. So 9.8 A plus going up
$170.
against 9.4 A. You just randomly lurk? Yeah, fair enough, dude. Hope all's well with you. Kind of same old
$180.
over here in video game world.
$190.
Body is ready for the Japanese auction.
$200.
Yes, next Thursday. For anyone interested, we have the Japanese showcase. So
$220.
we have Japanese showcase on the
$240.
19th, and then we're into the signature. Then we're 2 weeks out from the signature, I believe. I think it's November 2nd to 4th. So Sega Showcase today, Japanese Showcase next week,
Fair warning.
Signature in 3 weeks from now. Gonna be some big video game sales across the board here.
$140.
Dynamite Heady, the 9.4A for $264. 500 is a good buy on the Heady.
Fair warning. $170.
The 9.4A was yours on the Dynamite Heady there. Definitely lost money on it.
$180.
You may be the world's most positioned investor into the original Roller Coaster Tycoon sealed discs.
Fair warning.
Thoughts? Am I going to lose my lunch? Yeah, that's my question too. Just jewel cases, or do you have like the Roller Coaster Tycoon boxes?
$240. $280.
That's my question too on those. Why say mold when detritus is a word? What the fuck is detritus? Why is Bubba and Sticks open
Fair
here?
warning.
Go like this. E-SWAT is a 9.6A plus from the Plattsburgh collection. Jeez, haven't seen that in a while. $312 there.
$140.
And the difference on the Dynamite Headies, 9.8A plus, basically sold for 2 times as much as the 9.4A.
$180.
I would personally say there should be more of a gap between the two copies. Like 9.8A plus should probably sell for 3 times as much as the 9.4A. But
fair warning.
Is what it is. I think the 9.8A plus is probably the better purchase between the two copies there. The 9.6A plus E-SWAT for $312. Here's 9.4A plus plus. The age-old question: would you rather A plus plus or a higher box grade?
$40.
We'll see what happens here. Has VGA ever offered promo codes? They did offer one this year, Krills, to people who have submitted in the past. It was given out via email only. So if you didn't get one, I guess you're just kind of shit out of luck. But they did do a 20% coupon.
Fair
That's
warning.
it. I don't think they ever really do discounts at all.
Next lot.
Like, I don't think they ever do sales on their grading fees. At least I haven't seen one. $288 for the 9.4A++, $312 for the 9.6A+.
Fair warning.
X Mutants 9.4A+ here.
Next lot.
You don't know the pop that you have on eBay, the only 2 copies listed, and own another raw. Very rare to see post them. Yeah, having Roller Coaster Tycoon in the box is definitely good. The jewel cases,
$34.
You know, the jewel cases, they might do good. They might. The expansion stuff isn't really a carry. You have a bunch of corkscrew follies. Yeah, like, I don't know, man. The jewel cases, I don't know if they'll ever push that heavy, to be honest. Just because computer collecting is kind of niche as is, that if anyone's going after Roller Coaster Tycoon, they're probably going to go for the version with box.
Fair warning.
It just depends how the hobby develops, basically.
$280.
FIFA International Soccer 9.6A+. Yes, sir. Let us jump. You're the first person to notice my very nice shave and haircut. Thank you, thank you. Much appreciated, Lettuce. I knew you're a true Greg fan. Appreciating the fresh cut.
$360.
Fresh cut, looking trim for the Sega auction.
$380.
F22 Interceptor went for $63. $2 more than balls. Let's go F22 Interceptor.
Next lot.
FIFA International Soccer, $432, 9.6A plus CGC there. Here's Gargoyles, 9.6A++. Highest graded copy out of 7. This is a beauty right here on Gargoyles. Wow.
$700.
We'll see how this does. Looking for 840 right now. No, nothing huge yet, Lettuce. I think 3,000 is the biggest we've had so far.
Fair warning.
I think 3,000 on Wonder Boy on Master System. $2,880. Yeah, oof, 34
Fair
bucks,
warning.
maybe not. Yeah, Chris, that's a feeling of a lot of people, I assume. You wish you hadn't gone crazy a year ago? You'd probably pour out mad coin on this Gunstar. I feel like that's how everyone feels, Joe Kane.
Fair
You just
warning.
hate VGA, weird scale, weird everything.
$900.
Yeah, don't say that too loud. There's Supyo is listening. Don't say it too loud.
Fair warning. $950. $1,000.
It looks like my bot no longer works for chat, which is kind of annoying. Oh, there's that. That's good to see.
Smiling face with hearts, romantic
Fair
face,
warning.
starstruck.
Thank you, Simon Space, for the 420,
1,100,
dude. Much
$1,200.
appreciated. Joe Kane, 11 months.
Remind folks that I've got a Gargoyles proto for sale.
Oh, do you, Joe? You have a prototype of Gargoyles
Fair
for
warning.
sale. That's actually really cool. Yeah, is it in this
Next
auction or
lot.
privately? Because that's actually cool. Gargoyles closes at
$280.
$1,320 on the 9.6 A++. Really nice game there. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool on Gargoyles.
Fair warning. Next lot.
Please tell us how rare everything is.
$360.
Yeah, HC, that's the joy of this Sega auction. Basically, every Sega game factory sealed is rare, but not many
Fair
people
warning.
care about a lot of Sega games, so you know.
$400.
Everything is kind of rare on Sega. Only 6 Gunstar Heroes on the Sega Pop Report. That's pretty darn rare.
Fair warning.
Much appreciated for the $4.99 HC.
$420.
You put a bid on Gargoyles. Too much for your cheap ass. 900 was your limit on it. Did anyone here win Gargoyles?
Fair warning. Next lot.
Gunstar Heroes. Yeah,
$280.
$492 is kind of crazy, right? Like,
$300.
it's just not a lot. And Gunstar Heroes is like one of the bigger Sega Genesis games. Like, this is a popular game.
$320.
Gunstar Heroes didn't get a large print run. Treasure and Sega put a small quantity out. Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying.
$340.
Gunstar Heroes has basically
$360.
everything going for it. And, you know, 9.4 B plus isn't the nicest grade in the world.
$420.
But only 7 on the Pop Report. I mean, frick. Yeah, B plus, I mean, must have killed it, Supyo. $492 on it.
$440.
Here's Hard Drive and 9.8 A++. Pushing its way up to $500. You prefer VGA scale. While you like
Fair
having
warning.
separate seal grades, I think an overall grade is best. Ideally, VGA would do overall grade
Next
with
lot.
box and seal as sub-grade grades. I agree. That would be my,
$28.
like I wish they would do that, Big Box.
$32.
I'm sure you saw with VHS that VGA does do that. They have like box grade, seal grade, overall grade. They did add subgrades for VHS grading. VGA did, but they never put it on to their game scale for some reason. Just a VHS only thing. Hard drive and 516, 9.8 A++ there.
$110.
There is no Crusader of Senti today,
$120.
actually. Senti is not in this auction. I feel like the last time we saw Senti was at a signature, wasn't it? I think. Exploded
warning.
Hamster too with the $5 there. I don't know if it's gonna come through, man. There should have been a noise for your dono there, but
$130.
maybe it's just on a super big delay. I'm not sure. There it is.
Sega.
Sega.
Fair warning.
Sega. Thank you for the $5. Just took forever for that to come through.
$140.
Yeah, it's weird how long some of these delays take. Go to my dashboard here. Maybe I can find out why the hell my bots
Fair
aren't
warning.
working and stuff. This is Heavy Nova. 9.6 B+. Cloud bot. Bot not on. Oh,
Fair
why
warning.
is it off?
$150.
Weird. All right, the bot should be back on. Good, I guess.
Fair warning.
Huh. Weird. Weird. Heavy
Next
Nova,
lot.
not much love. 9.6 B plus for $169.
$340.
You have one ungraded, not as nice. Ugh.
$360.
If your copy's worse, I mean, ugh. Not a ton there, Chris. Not a ton there. Herzog, I mean, Zwei. 9.6A. Highest grade out of just 3 copies they've ever offered. I'm pretty sure Herzog's Way went kind of nuts. Did it not?
Fair warning.
Didn't this game have a really big sale, or am I thinking of a different one? No, I must be thinking of something else. Looks like it only... The max this game is sold for is 666 back in April. That was a 9.4A. Wonder what game I'm thinking of. But this is the highest graded copy they've offered.
Fair warning.
9.6A here on Herzog's Way.
$440.
Here's the auction.
$460. $480.
Man, how does Russell Wilson only have 14 yards? We're midway through the second quarter. What the fuck is going on out there?
Fair warning.
14 yards! I might be able to throw for 14
Next
yards against
lot.
the Chiefs. Absolutely insane.
$150. $280.
What an awful game so far. Wow. What an awful game so far. 552 for the Herzog there. Yeah, Russ is garbage,
Fair warning.
apparently. Man. Home Alone 2, 9.68++. Yeah, Russ has looked awful in Denver, like no doubt about it. Super weird, honestly, but...
Fair warning. Next lot. $85.
Home Alone 2, 324 into Humans. 9.6A here. Really odd one.
$110.
This is one of the odder games on Genesis. It's always like stood out to me as just fucking weird. I've never played it. It's just like, you know, the cover art, the game, it's always just stood out to me.
$40.
The Humans.
$50.
3 copies on the Pop Report.
$160.
This is the highest out of the 2 they've offered.
$180.
Herzog is a great game, but many copies have shown up. Really? Any predictions on the sold price of Mortal Kombat? What, like 7-8 grand, I think, Eric? I would need to look at comps. Like, I'm just saying off the top of my head here. I think 7-8 grand, but... You predict Capriati Tennis sells the cheapest? No shot. Is Capriati Tennis going to sell for the cheapest? Jennifer Capriati Tennis, Joe Kane, is part of the renovation set on Sega Genesis. Jennifer Capriati is a low-key grail, okay?
$90.
Renovation set collectors know how rare Jennifer Capriati is. Put some respect on the name of that game. If you want a full renovation set, you have to have Jennifer.
Fair warning.
I think it's actually going to sell not well, but it's going to get some love.
$130.
If you are a deep Genesis collector, you know this game. Put it that way. This is not like just random ass crap sports game. For the deep ass Genesis nerds.
Next lot. $60.
But we'll see. It has to sell for $61. I'm pretty sure Balls is still the lowest. That's $61.
$120.
Humans was fun on PC. Is it actually a good game? Humans is a pretty cool game.
$150. $170.
Young Indiana Jones was an 8.5B there for $149, and Humans went for $216. Here's James Pond, 9.48++.
$220.
Like over a dozen of Herzog showed up. Where? On eBay?
Fair warning.
There was a seller on eBay that's already sold like 30 of them. Yo, Decaps, appreciate you, dude.
Next lot.
Thanks for the kind haircut words. Thank you. That's so nice. Yeah, Gunstar Heroes is really fun. That's a game that I sat down to test one night. Like, I got it in the Sega Genesis bundle, and I probably
Fair
played
warning.
Gunstar Heroes for like an hour and a half, 2 hours straight. Super fun, super addicting.
Next
Just like a
lot.
good game.
$24.
James Pond goes for 264 there. 9.4 A++.
$28.
Here's James Pond 3. Because if you thought James Pond was good, well, why not make two freaking
$36,
sequels
$40.
with James Pond 3, Operation
$44.
Starfish, 9.4 A. Highest graded out of 3 on the Pop Report. Looking for $70 on it.
$48.
Come on, James Pond fans. Like
55,
HC said, this is rare as hell. I'll tell you how
85,
rare these games are.
$95. $100.
I'm stiff. Jeez. My neck is getting sore. Oh. We're only an hour into the auction here. I'm already getting a sore neck. My lord.
Fair warning.
We're not even a third of the way done.
Next lot.
Oh, I'm not going to last.
$44.
I am not going to last all auction.
$48.
Ooh. Gosh.
$55.
I have to grab a different chair after another hour. James Bond 3, 120. This is it. Pop 1, Jennifer Capriati.
$100.
Crap. Jennifer Crap-Priati. Boom, got her.
Fair warning.
Boom, got her.
Next lot.
Oh man, not much over $100 though, I'll be honest. Jeez.
$400.
124. Greg 10 years ago would have loved this deal. 10 years ago, Greg would have been all over that.
$600.
John Madden Football. VGA 80 in a clamshell. Clamshell, later production, John Madden Football. Remember she got stabbed by a fan on the
Fair
court? No, I don't remember that. What?
$2,800.
She was stabbed at Wimbledon. What? One, I'm not
Fair
sure I
warning.
was born yet. Exploded hamster. Two, I have never heard of that.
Next lot. $240.
The clamshell John Madden. Yeah, that's what when we were talking about
$280.
when we were talking about
$320.
John Madden going for over 10,000 now, you can see, right? Like John Madden clamshell here, VGA 80,
Fair warning.
$3,000. It's fallen from grace.
$170. $190.
Fallen from grace with Madden there, $3,000. Like it's still in the multiple $1,000 range for these Maddens, and high grade copies would still
$240.
burst over $10,000 bucks. But
$60.
you know, we're not talking about 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 Maddens anymore. Jordan versus Bird was a complete in box, 9.6
Fair
for
warning.
$360. Here's Justice League Task Force, 9.6 A+.
$280.
There's a VGA 85 Gunstar Heroes
Fair warning.
on the floor session of the signature. Damn. That's
Next
actually kind of
lot.
big. Yeah, James Pond 3 I figured was a lot
$200.
harder to find, but I mean, $124. James Pond fans did not show up for this auction. It was not Jennifer that got stabbed. Everyone, I'm happy
Fair
to
warning.
report Jennifer did not get stabbed. It was
$260.
Monica Salas. Monica Salas, knife
Fair
attack,
warning.
1993 Hamburg. What?
Next lot. $280.
A crazed Steffi Graf fan stabbed tennis star Monica Salas on the court in Hamburg.
$360.
Like a horror movie.
$400.
Someone walked onto the court, plunged the knife between her shoulder blades. What?
$440.
Holy shit. I saw the knife laying there. I thought, shit, if this is deep, it doesn't look good. My God, I'm going to have to... She was 19 when she was stabbed. No way.
Fair warning.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that after the stream because that sounds kind of
Next
fucking
lot.
vicious. Jesus.
$130.
Sounds too vicious to check out on
$140.
stream, but Jesus. There's gonna be an article like that for Title and Taylor one day. No
Fair
doubt,
warning.
Timothy, no doubt. That is Title's trajectory.
Next
no
lot.
doubt.
$70.
Lemmings $259. Lemmings 1 9.48 for 552.
$80.
See, that's the kind of history we get to
$90.
go down rabbit holes like that when we get Jennifer
$95.
Tennis up here. We get to go down those old rabbit holes. I can't believe I've never heard about that. Is there a 30-30 about it?
$100. $110.
That seems like something that should have had a 30 for 30 or a movie or
$120.
something made about it because that's fucking crazy. When's the next video where you show stuff you sold on my well-organized Excel? I don't know,
Fair
Hiko.
warning.
I don't know. Soonish. Soonish.
$130.
Well, maybe not. I don't know.
$140.
Those videos take a very long time to make, Hiko.
$150.
That's the issue. They take a lot of editing.
Chiropractor/massage costs.
$160.
Yo, let us jump with the $1.99. Much appreciated. Yes. We'll get those deep tissue massages going. Canadian
warning.
2020 actually 30. Isn't it called 30 for 30? ESPN? Aren't they 30 for 30? 20 for 20. 30 for 30. Yeah, these. Have you not watched any of the 30 for 30s? They're ESPN like mini movies, mini things.
Next
They're
lot.
fucking fantastic. Like if you like
$40.
if you like little sports documentaries, 30 for 30 is fantastic.
$380.
Lethal Enforcers 2 9.6 B plus goes for 186. Marble Madness 9.6 B plus. What'd you say about this one? The last Marble Madness
Fair
clamshell went nuts. Let's see how this one does. Looking for $400.
Next
Did not
lot.
get it. Is this your definition of nuts, exploded hamster?
$70.
Did this game go nuts or did it go balls? Because 432 is feeling more like balls than nuts, I'll be honest.
Fair warning. $100.
Oh, 20 for 20, the news show. No.
$220.
40 for 40 because of exchange rates, no doubt.
$260.
The last one went for like $1,200 in a weekly. Jeez.
$340.
Here's Mazen Saga, Mazen Saga. I've never known how to say it. Mutant Fighter. The crazy thing about this game is, to me, this has always looked like a this has always looked like a reproduction to me. I don't know what about it. Like something just looks
Fair
like a
warning.
reproduction game. Like this would have come out in like 2006.
Next
I don't know
lot.
what it is, but it's always looked that way to me. It just looks fake.
$100.
9.68 plus goes for $500. Mazen
$120.
Saga. Yeah, it just always looked fake to me. I don't know. $504.
$130.
Mega Bomberman 9.0 A plus. This is another cardboard game here. There is no clamshell for this, so kind of hard to get in mint condition.
$140.
Mazen is up to $200 CIB. Really? Jesus. You usually don't
warning.
like seeing those videos, so I guess that means I like seeing you win. Let's go.
Next lot.
Glad to hear it, Hiko. Also,
$160,
Hiko, I hope you got your login
$190.
information for Heritage. There's a lot of good Game Gear coming up later as well. I know on the Tuesday there, you said you couldn't sign into your account, so hopefully you have your login now, because there's some good Game Gear coming up later today as well.
$280. Fair warning.
Russell Wilson is up to 17 yards now. We're almost at halftime.
Next
Like, what the
lot.
fuck? That is insane.
$180.
17 yards.
$190.
We're almost at halftime. Like, what? And he has 5 out of 7 completed passes.
$220.
5 for 7 for 17 yards.
$260.
What is going on out there? Mega Man The Wily Wars Collector's Edition here was a VGA 95. That's a 2022
$280.
release for $312. The Mega Bomberman 9.08 Plus for $159. Really? Aren't CIBs of this like $70, $80? This feels
Fair
like a
warning.
mega steal for Mega Bomberman. $159 there.
Next
Mercs
lot.
9.8A. $312.
$220.
Michael Jackson Moonwalker 9.6. Distributor seal. Unopened. No seal grade. No type of seal.
Fair warning.
It's just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you even...
Next lot.
I guess it's like you basically treat it like a CIB at that point, $240. Is that what you do? $240 there? Just kind of treat it like a CIB with the distributor seal? I don't really know what to make of that, to be honest. But
$220.
VJ 90 qualified. Do you just kind of treat this like a CIB as well?
$260.
I mean, I know it's a bit better than a CIB, but like, is it?
$280.
You've only seen Mega Bomberman sealed 3 times on eBay over the last 5 to 6 years that you can remember. Bomberman went cheap. Yeah,
Fair
I figured.
Warning. $320.
I figured it seemed like a good deal there.
$360.
20 for 20 or 30 for 30, but never 69 for 69. We're watching different kind of shows than you, is what that sounds like. Because anime
warning.
cover arts are rare in the time period. Maybe that's what it is. That it just stands out to me and looks odd. Mortal Kombat on Game Gear is legit. Yes, decaps. High grade copy coming up later for sure.
$420.
The qualified Michael Jackson Moonwalker here. VGA 90 qualified is pushing its way up to $500. Getting a ton more love than the distributor seal did. A ton more love.
Fair warning.
Jeez.
$440.
You found Octane PS1 Jewel in a thrift store, but it was scratched. You had to pass. Any way to get scratches out safely? I mean, you can resurface stuff, Farang,
Fair
but
warning.
resurfacing always... Like, you can tell when
Next
something
lot.
is resurfaced. So it just depends how picky you want to be. Because you can resurface discs really nice. But, you know, it'll forever be resurfaced. I think you can always tell. I'm pretty sure you can always tell when something has been. Even if you do a really good resurface job.
$180.
Watch That is the weird reseal that CGC graded before they brought it back and changed it.
Fair warning.
That was the first thing that crossed my head, Timothy. Is that this Michael Jackson right here was that weird one where everyone was like, is that actually factory sealed? Yeah. That was the first thing in my head too, Tim. Mick and Mac, Global Gladiators, 9.8A on this. Highest graded out of just 3 on the Pop Report, second time offering it. We haven't seen this game in over 2.5 years at Heritage Auction.
Fair warning.
Mick and Mac, Global Gladiators.
Next lot.
Going for $264.
$360. $400.
Genesis cardboard is hard to get a hold of in nice shape. Yes. That's why everyone's Grail, Chris. The true Genesis Grail is Minnesota Fats. Everyone knows that, right? Like, that is the Genesis Grail. Minnesota Fats pool. Oh, cardboard, limited release, rare. It has everything going for it.
Fair
if you
warning.
don't own one, you go to eBay right now and you buy Minnesota Fats. That's the Grail.
Next lot.
Mickey Mania Timeless Adventures 9.4A plus for $552. Really cool game. I need to get a copy of this eventually. I grew up playing it on Super Nintendo. Hard as nails when you were a kid playing this, but I have a lot of nostalgia for it. Midnight Resistance is 9.8A plus.
$220.
You wonder if anyone Pop Report shows a true first print of Moonwalker. They're stupid rare, so you kind of suspect there's no sealed, let alone graded. There's no way to identify Moonwalker unless you play it, right, Sega Steve? I thought? Oh, you can identify it. How can you identify it? It has the same cover art on the front as Canadian release. Really?
Next lot.
I didn't realize that.
$150.
I didn't realize that Moonwalker had a different U.S. and Canadian front on them, actually.
$170.
What does the Canadian one look like?
$180. $192.
I'm not sure I've heard about that. $336 for Midnight Resistance 9.8A plus, 9.6A plus Midnight Resistance here.
$240. Fair warning.
Yeah, $240 for Moonwalker there. I don't know. What do you do with that sup, yo? Is that a good price for a distributor seal? For a reseal, essentially? A CIB? I don't know. You think you paid like $700 for that Mick and Mac in 2021? That could be worse.
Fair warning.
Could be worse, Exploded. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is 9.6A plus. That's a really nice copy. This is another game that only has cardboard release. So getting Power Rangers in like mint condition like this, not easy. 8 copies of this variant on the Pop Report.
Fair warning.
Nice copy of Power Rangers right here.
Next lot. $180.
$384 for the Power Rangers. Super nostalgic one as well. Power Rangers there. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, VGA 85. Also cardboard on this one. Yes, it is. Yes, Chris. I'm glad you know all about Minnesota Fats.
$300.
I don't know. I don't know if we're just saying it might have been fingers. Like, it probably isn't the same game that CGC would have bought back or whatever. But it was just the first thing that crossed my mind as well. Because there was a weird-looking Moonwalker that was posted on some social medias. That was months ago, though. Here's Mortal Kombat 9.8A++. Looking for 5,700. There are live bidders here. We're looking for 66. Looking for 78. Bids are coming in fast here. Looking for 84. Whew. So this is right around where I said it might sell, the $7,000, $8,000 range. Couple more bids here, and we're going to be at $10,000 on it.
Fair warning.
Last minute.
$7,000.
There we go. Looking for $9,000 on it now. Looking for 96. Mortal Kombat, man. I think Mortal Kombat is up there with one of the best, like, long-term video game. Like, Mortal Kombat's relevance in the world, especially now that there's a movie series and stuff. Like, Mortal Kombat is entrenched in modern culture. Mortal Kombat is a great game that will have continued relevance. Like, if we want to draw parallels to, like, comic books and superheroes and shit, Mortal Kombat's going to be around for a long time. Long time. So.
Next lot.
$9,900. Oh.
$280.
It just couldn't get $10,000, hey?
$340.
Frickin' just to spite us. Just to spite us, it doesn't cross $10,000.
$460. $500.
Let's check out the comps on Mortal Kombat.
$550.
What have we seen 9.8A++ do? Sega Genesis. Wow. So 9.8A+ is the closest one we have. That was back in July for $6,300. The last time we saw 9.8A++, there were 2 of them in 2022. This is over a year and a half ago. They both sold for $31,000. 9.8A++ sold on Golden, and then it sold on Heritage. Same price in February 2022 and April 2022. So today, $9,900. High price for Mortal Kombat, right? Like, I think that was a solid ass sale. But if we go back 1.5 years ago, it's still down 70 frickin' %.
$340.
Which is crazy to think. Wild. But shit.
Fair warning.
Shit, hey? But $10,000 still
Next
for a
lot.
perfect Mortal Kombat there.
$4,000.
Yes, someone is holding some heavy bags there, Sega Steve. Some heavy Mortal
$4,600.
Kombat bags indeed. Like I said, Mortal Kombat, it's iconic. It's here to stay, but fuck. Might be a while before we see $30,000 again. Mystic Defender went for $384. Mortal Kombat 3 for $660. NBA Jam 9.8 A++. Yeah, soon games will be worthless again. Exactly, right? The trajectory is only down from here, Kid Gabula. Just gotta keep being patient. Keep being patient.
$6,000.
Surely it will just cut in half again by next year, right? Didn't the SNES version sell for $100K? I don't think it ever got that high, did it?
Next lot.
NBA Jam pushed its way up to $6,600 as well there. 9.8 A++. Jeez. NBA Jam and Mortal Kombat, hey?
$140.
Just some heavy Genesis games there. Jeez. Let's check out SNES Mortal Kombat there. I don't think it ever got that high. Whoops. I'm freaking popping all over the place here.
Fair warning. $160. $170.
Did it even ever sell for like 40,000? Highest graded copy of the Ooze, 9.4 A++. Oh my gosh.
Fair warning.
Don't miss out on that while I check the comps here. Made in Japan.
$180.
Highest price on Mortal Kombat was only $19,200 for the SNES version. But interestingly, with the Super Nintendo version, there is no 9.8 A++ that exists. Doesn't exist. So we haven't even ever
$14.
seen a 9.8 A+. We haven't seen a high-grade Mortal Kombat on SNES come up for auction. 9.6 A+ is the best we've ever seen. So that's kind of interesting.
$18.
There are 4 9.8 A+. They've never auctioned at the major auction houses. Kind of weird. I did not realize that. Well, the Genesis one is the peak of Mortal Kombat selling. And, yeah.
$48.
Assumedly, you know, maybe the Super Nintendo version could outsell it. But as of right now, there's no chance of that. If prices go down another 50%, you're doubling down. I feel that completely. I feel that sentiment completely, Tim. I think a lot of people would. If prices fall another 50% in 1 year, I think a lot of people would double down. Was NBA Jam 30 to 50K? Was it? Game Gallery. Jesus. If so, that's crazy. Does one person actually own them all exploded? Was there a case or something?
Fair warning.
One person owns all of the 9.8 A+ Mortal Kombat? Are you serious? Yeah, you were way off on that one, Fingers. Way off on that one. But that's why we have Gamer Stonks ready to go there with comps. That's why we look at the data. We got the data available, so no worries, no worries.
Next lot.
If prices drop another 50% in 1 year, the market is over. Outrun 2019. It looks like it has some bad sun fading on the front. I'm guessing that's why it's an 8.0. Went for $55 though. A new low game. Who had Outrun 2019 on their bingo card for lowest game of the auction? Oh my gosh. $55? That's in
$485.
Sorry. That is insane. $55? Paperboy was a 9.4 A+ or $264, and here is Phantasy Star 3, 9.4 A+.
Fair warning.
Let's do a little check-in on Russell Wilson here.
$50.
Yeah, he's pedaling along. Okay, we're up to 37 yards on the half. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Guy's really slinging the ball out there. It's insane.
Next lot.
Absolutely insane.
$120.
$600 for Phantasy Star 3. We also have another copy of Phantasy Star 3. 8.0B on this one. You grabbed the Phantasy Star 3. 9.4 A+ for $600. Very nice exploded. Very nice. That feels kind of...
Fair warning.
Doesn't feel bad. Have we seen Phantasy Star sell for... I'm on SNES still. Was it Phantasy Star 3 or 2 that had like a really big sale? I can't remember now. I think it was a 9.8 A++.
Fair warning.
It was Phantasy Star 3. Yes, peaked out at $4,000 earlier this year. 9.6A plus went for $1,920. 9.4A plus for $600 tonight. Here's Pirates of Darkwater. Wow. 9.8A plus. 5 copies on the pop report. This is crazy. Pirates is rare, period.
$550.
Even as a CIB, this game's like pretty sought after. We'll see what this one does. This is cool. We'll see. Am I sure I'm not quoting the Russell Wilson rushing yards? Yes. Yes, I am.
Fair warning.
Russ is sitting at 7 passes completed for 37 yards. He has 1 rush for 2 yards, and it's halftime. Yeah, and it's halftime. Like, what is wrong with Denver? Holy shit, they're bad.
$130.
$720 for the Pirates of Darkwater. Not too shabby. Yeah, and 1 interception. Right. That 1 interception right now is the least of his worries, if I'm being honest.
Warning.
That 1 interception, like, isn't even an issue.
100.
You had Pirates pegged as an easy 4-figure game? Yeah, you know, I think that's just like I think it should be exploded. I think it absolutely should be. I think Pirates should be a 4-figure game. Coming into this auction, I would have told you Pirates is a 4-figure game. But here we are, right? Here we are, $720. I mean, it's no slouch, but
$550. $600.
I would have said it. I would have said so as well. Primal Rage is a 9.6A plus. Highest graded copy on the pop report of Primal Rage. Jeez. Oh, almost up to $700 too. Damn, Primal fans. $660. Almost sold for as much as fucking Pirates. That's crazy to me. Like, I would put Pirates on a whole nother level compared to Primal Rage, but that's just me personally. I agree. Pirates of Darkwater, the cover art on it looks freaking awesome. Agreed fully on that one, Run Amok. A true complete CIB Pirates is $200 to $250 all day on eBay. Yeah.
$750.
Here's Quackshot, 9.8B plus. It looks like this would be a second print of Quackshot, right? It looks like the trip offer has been removed. I assume that's after, you know, after the contest ended type of thing. So 9.8B plus should be a mid-production copy, I think. Highest graded copy of this variant on the pop report, though, out of only 3. So, very rare variant to find factory sealed. Yo, Mark Bell, watch a lot of the VODs and first time catching you live. Love what you do. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Mark Bell. I greatly appreciate that, man. Greatly appreciate you popping into the live stream, dude. Game Gallery, you were the underbid on the Pirates.
Fair warning.
Yeah, let Russ cook. The cooking. 37 yards at halftime. Yeah, exactly. What is Russ cooking up, right? I'm telling you, Russ is coming out for a big second half against the Chiefs. Are the Chiefs going to score before halftime, too? Oh, my God. They're about to attempt, what, like a 57-yard kick? Denver is so bad. Oh, my God. Just abysmal. Yeah, Russ is just, he's warming up for a big second half. That's all. He's just warming up for a big second half. They can't bench Russ, right? Who's behind Russ on Denver? Yeah, they scored. They gave up the field goal at halftime. Oh my fucking God. Quackshot is still going here. Looking for 1,560.
Next lot.
Craig, let the Quackshot go. $1,440 there. Shoot, man.
$140.
I wonder who you're up against, Craig. The bidding was competitive on Quackshot there. The bidding was competitive on the Quackshot. $1,440. Let's take a peek at Quackshot comps.
Next lot.
9.8A plus first print went for $6,000 back in 2021.
$36. $40.
Quackshot $9,000 back in 2021. Woof. Quackshot. I tell you, that's big.
$48.
1,440 today for the 9.8B plus, but geez.
$55.
Yeah, talking about the game over Quackshot, exactly.
$85. $95.
It's a big field goal there.
$120. $130.
Yeah, 2021 was a hell of a drug. That was Race Driving there, 9.88 plus or 159. Radical Rex, 9.4B plus. Yeah, 2021 is just funny to look at. That's about all there is to say at this point. It's just funny to look at 2021.
Fair warning.
Yeah, did anyone here buy the Primal Rage, or was anyone the seller of it? Why did Sean Payton call a timeout for KC?
Fair warning.
Ah, well, 13-0 at half. Telling you, Russ is all warmed up now. He's going to come out for the second half just slinging.
Fair warning. Next lot.
$70. $85.
Jarrett Stidham
$90.
is the backup, hey?
$95.
Huh.
$100.
I mean, I doubt they'd give Stidham run. I don't see why you would, but interesting. Here's Roston Saga 2. I had no idea who was behind Russ. Jarrett Stidham.
$120.
Interesting.
$130.
Radical Rex for 169 there. 9.4B plus. Here's Roston Saga 2. Another one that's pretty damn hard as a CIB. 8.5A. And again, talking about Genesis here, when you get below a
Next
9,
lot.
like this has the hang tab off the back
$90.
completely removed. So that's basically like, if it's below a 9 on Genesis,
$100.
you probably should always check for a qualifier
$140.
on the game. Because more often than not, you're probably going to have one with Genesis. $149 though feels like a steal for Roston Saga 2. Damn.
Fair warning.
RBI Baseball 3, 9.68 plus. 50K subscriber shirtless stream. Wow. Wow. If we get 50K by the end of the year, Farang, how about that?
Fair warning.
50K by the end of the year.
$170. $220.
Jarrett Stidham was drafted by the Pats. Wow. He's older than I thought then. He must be like 27? Oh my God. Oh, look at that. What a fucking
Next
call
lot.
on Jarrett Stidham for his age.
$80,
27 on the
$90,
nose. Let's go.
100.
Let's go. What a read. RBI Baseball for $240
Fair
there.
warning.
RBI Baseball
$190.
94, 9.4A plus. Beefcake stream plus video games plus a legal copy of Windows equals
Fair warning.
AAA content. Yep. Yep.
Next lot.
Exactly.
$120. $140.
No doubt, no doubt.
$170.
$216 for RBI Baseball. Busy Town 9.68 plus. Another cardboard game here,
$180.
not easy to get.
$190.
Yeah, let's go Busy Town. Exactly. Let's go Busy Town.
$200.
Yeah, we did. We've definitely seen this. Delighted to finally offer. Yeah, we've definitely seen Busy Town before. Only copy on the Pop Report? What the? No way. There's no way. I'm sure we've seen Richard. Old Richard Scary. Yeah, we just saw it. We saw it like 4 weeks ago. So I guess what they did, they wrote up this. Like this
Next
was
lot.
written prior to this auction.
$380.
Which is really interesting. Those write-ups are done quite early then, or this item made it to
$400.
auction pretty quickly. Because this was auctioned last month on the 26th. So I guess like 16, 17 days ago?
Fair warning.
And this write-up was clearly already written.
Next
And I
lot.
assume they write these write-ups months beforehand, right? I assume so.
$280.
But yeah, $252 though for the 9.6A plus Richard Scary. Rocket Knight Adventures 9.4A. $456 into Rolling Thunder 2 9.6A plus. And we're almost done Sega Genesis here. We are reaching the end of the Sega Genesis run. Just kidding. There's an infinite number of games. An infinite number of games that start with S and start with T. We still have a lot of fucking Genesis to go. Jesus.
$170.
I genuinely thought we were getting close to the end because we're at the S's.
$240.
We have another. We have 50 more Genesis games to go still? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 50 more Genesis? We're at SH and there's still 50 to go?
Fair warning.
Isn't S like the end of the alphabet? Shadow Blasters 9.8A here. Pretty rare game by Sage's Creation. Highest copy out of just 4. Yeah, not even halfway done the full auction
Fair
yet.
warning.
Poof. Poof. We are going to be burning the
Next
midnight
lot.
oil tonight, boys.
$340.
Hopefully you got yourself a snack. Hopefully you got yourself a drink. I'm going to have to grab another drink in a second here. Jeez.
$460.
Shadow Blasters went for $312. Shadow Run is a 9.6A plus.
$480.
And they pulled Shove It. Yes, they pulled Shove It. Phew, that's big speed right there. That's time save. That's time save. Every time they withdraw an item from the auction, that's big time save right there. Shadow Run, 9.6A plus. You got the Cheddar Chex Mix on deck? Let's go. The Chex Mix. That's what we like to hear. I had a big-ass deli sandwich prior to the auction. I'm stuffed. I just need to get another drink. Yeah, Greg's sitting there like, why do I do this?
Fair
Yeah.
warning.
$650.
It's crazy to think, Tim, that every single weekly used to be over 200 items. Like every Tuesday, we would be there for like 2.5 hours. It's kind of nuts to think now that we're down to like 110 items in the weekly, 120. Every single Tuesday used to be 2.5 hours, 3-hour streams. Nuts. Shadow Run, the 9.6A plus one for 720 there. Shinobi 3, 9.8 A plus plus. Wow.
Next lot.
Beauty copy of Shinobi 3 there. $960.
$80.
Wow.
$90. $95.
Nice.
$100,
Shinobi 3. Jesus.
$10.
Soul Dees. 9.2 B plus. As soon as it's Soul, yeah, as soon as I said it in my head, like Soul Dees nuts is what I had a D's nuts joke and it made myself laugh. I'm a funny guy. Greg's got jokes, I'll tell you that. Greg has jokes.
Fair warning.
Soul Dees nuts.
$260.
9.2 B plus on it. Very hard to find. Only copy on the March Pop Report. First time at
Fair
Heritage on Soul Dees.
$280.
Kind of valuable also as a CIB, I'm pretty sure. And it's a renovation title. Fuck, Soul Dees has it all. Soul Dees has it all, baby. Pushing up to almost $400 here. We used to call it Soul Feces.
$380.
As if. Is it actually shitty, Joe? That Rolling Thunder 2 was a steal? What'd that one go for there? 360. I didn't even like see that auction. Wow. That was a quick one. You uncovered the Busy Town, the 9.6A plus. $252. What an absolute gem that you uncovered, Joe Kane. An absolute gem that you uncovered. Soul Dees is still going here up to $600.
$550.
You've been looking for a steal HW, but the prices have been holding up better than you thought. That's interesting. I don't think a lot of stuff so far tonight is sold that heavy. I know, Tim. So if they're writing it up for the March Pop Report, then these are at least
Fair warning.
May or early June.
Next lot.
July, August, September,
$60.
October. So 4 months ago, some of these write-ups were done. So that's why the Richard Scarry there was saying what it did. That could have been written 4 months ago, which is well before we saw
Fair
that one
warning.
in the weekly.
$70.
Sold Dees pushes it all the way up there
$80.
to 720. Yeah, who kept bidding on Sold Dees
$100.
nuts? Did you win it?
$120.
Did you win it? There we go, Run Amok. Good pickup. Really cool game.
$130.
Really rare game too. Jesus. So $720 there. Sold Dees. Soldiers of Fortune 9.6 A+.
Fair warning.
After you play most games long enough, they all feel pretty bad. Oh, it's actually decent. AVA, the nerd called it that back in the day. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had the chance
Fair
to try
warning.
out Soul Dees. I feel like I don't own a copy of it. I don't think I
$140.
do anyway. I need to go through my Genesis stuff. I don't even know what the hell I own anymore. My Genesis stuff has been sitting in storage for like 7 years.
Fair warning.
It's just packed up in those big plastic totes.
$150.
I haven't gone through it in years. Years and years and years. Probably 200 CIBs, yeah. I don't even know what the hell I own anymore for it. It's such a
Fair
shame.
warning.
Like, fuck. I'd love to, like, to have that on display or do something
Next
with it.
lot.
Probably just gonna end up selling most of it.
$480. $500.
Soldiers of
$600,
Fortune,
$700,
169 there for the 9.6 A+.
$850.
Sonic and Knuckles, 85 plus. Very nice. Another game that only comes in the cardboard. You will not find a clamshell of this game. Only cardboard, so pretty hard to find in nice
$900.
condition. Damage is easier than most Sega Genesis games. And I love the cover for this one. It's just super cool. It's a game I would like to own at some point, but it's not super high priority for me.
Fair warning.
You sent the Shining Force in for November for me, Exploded.
Next
God.
lot.
$950.
I feel like I'm not going to have any money.
$1,100.
That was your Soul Dees. That's your happy surprise of the night. Let's go. Let's go. Good sale on that one. Glad to hear something at least sold for a decent amount of money for you.
Fair
There,
warning.
Exploded. Not heavy, but nobody cares
Next
about Sega.
lot.
Only Nintendo gets the big push now. Like 9.4A Rocket Knight for
$600,
$456 is holding up fairly well. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the stuff, or, a lot of games, I would say at this point, are kind of hitting, like if a game is only selling in the $100 to $500 range, there's not much more room for it to drop. You know what I mean?
Fair warning.
Like 456, I mean, okay, maybe it would fall down to
$850.
350 or something, but I feel like if someone wants one, a $50 to $100 swing doesn't really matter.
$900.
It's not like when we had stuff at $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 where there's a ton of room for stuff to move. As we fall into this like $100 to $500 range, it's pretty damn tight.
$1,000.
Sonic and Knuckles closed at $1,200. Here's Sonic 2, VGA 90. This is Tube Seam Early Seal, the copy you want
Fair
to
warning.
own. Early print Sonic 2, very nice. VGA 90.
$1,200.
Oh, Chris, you were the one pushing on Soul Dees. Damn, again, both of you guys in the chat room tonight. Higo,
Fair
did you
warning.
bid on the Shinobi 3? Did you get a bid on the
Next lot.
Shinobi 3? Let's check comps on that.
$80.
Because I'm a bit surprised Shinobi 3
$120.
did not push over $1,000 to the 9.8A++. Yeah, that's the highest copy we've ever seen. That's a Pop 1. Well, I guess it's CGC that sold, but 9.6A+ last sold July 28th for $900. WADA 9.6A+. VGA 90 peaked out at $2,600. That's Shinobi 3 on Genesis.
Fair warning.
Here is Sorcerer's Kingdom.
$160.
9.8B.
$170. $180.
Only one on the Pop Report.
$200,
First time offering it.
$200,
Yes, jeez. I was going to say.
$240.
That's pretty cool. Again, pretty expensive CIB game as well on Genesis. We'll see how this one does. Only one on the Pop Report. Well, I guess
Fair warning.
that's WADA's March Pop Report. Jesus.
Next lot.
I mean, it's probably still the only one.
$110,
$264 though.
$120.
Feels like a snag on Sorcerer's Kingdom. Feels like a snag, in my opinion. $1,320 there for Sonic 2. Here's Sonic 9.8 CIB. Jesus. A 9.8 CIB Spider-Man?
$160.
How the fuck do you get a 9.8 CIB? How do you get a 9.8 Sega Genesis manual? Those don't exist. That's crazy.
$170.
Pushing up to $200 here.
$190.
You missed it because you're an idiot? Oh, Hiko. Oh, Hiko. Truth, the heavy bags are being thrown at Nintendo items, but it's nice us Sega kids can have one night of our own. Oh, truly, though.
$200.
Like, if you care to collect Sega, prices are pretty fucking decent. It's kind of like if you're an original Xbox collector. Like, things are pretty good right now.
$220.
Even the dirty Contra with tears in the seal went for $550, considering you have to fool with it and see if it would clean up. The regrade $550 is really about right. No, for sure. I hear you,
Fair
HW.
warning.
I hear you on that regard, man.
$40.
Sorcerer's Kingdom is difficult to get however you go at it. Low-key, great deal on that? Yeah, I think so. I think so. This is yours on the Spider-Man. It's almost 9.8 triple. Yeah, it doesn't even make sense that you're able to get a 9.8 Spider-Man. Absolutely nuts, man.
$300.
Absolutely nuts. Yeah, was this already sealed? Or no? I doubt it, hey? Was this a sealed game that just had an awful seal on it, so you opened it? I doubt it. I assume you just got lucky with this.
Fair warning.
Genesis manuals just kind of handle, like, because they're only held
Next
in by
lot.
those stupid, like, those tabs.
$80.
A lot of the Genesis manuals will have, like, the tab indent where it holds into the case.
$90.
And the manual also is just prone to going up and down or left and right. Like, just normal
$100.
handling of a Genesis game will, like, bounce your manual around. And if the manual doesn't bounce around, like I said, those tabs are going to be so fucking tight that it's going to
Fair warning.
hold the manual, you know what I mean? Create an indent in it.
$110.
Kind of like how GameCube and PS2 cases. They just, like, naturally create an indent on the manual. Nothing you can do. Oh, yeah, heavy on S titles. Heavy on S. That's what I said, Joe Kane.
Fair
We're at
warning.
the S titles, and, like, we still had 50 Genesis games to go.
Next lot.
Slowly but surely here. Spider-Man went for $360. Star
$440.
Trek Deep Space Nine for $134. Here's Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. 85 plus on this. Really nice copy of this. I'm not sure we've seen a clamshell early
Fair
production.
warning.
Not sure we've seen one this nice for the actual clamshell print.
$480.
Keep your hands off the Deep Space Nine. All yours for 134 Retro Game Rescue. All yours.
Fair warning.
9.48 plus on that.
$500.
Special Champion Edition here, pushing up to $600. Let's take a peek at this. Special Champion Edition
Fair warning.
in Japan. Oh, we've seen 9.8B plus, 9.8B.
$550.
All of them have a B seal rating, hey? 9.4A is the largest we've seen that doesn't have a B seal. So this 85 plus is
Fair warning.
probably nicer than all of these. Like, if 9.8B
Next
plus
lot.
is the best, this 85 plus is probably nicer than it.
$60.
It would probably cross higher. It would almost guaranteed
$70.
cross higher. So
$75,
$660 there for
$80.
it. Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition. Street Smart VGA 80.
$90.
This Street Smart's probably the rarest game in the auction. Hey, Sorcerer's Kingdom would like something to say to you. This is also Pop 1 right here.
$100.
First time offering Street Smart. I assume it's a Pop 1 on there as well. I would assume. This is also published by Traco, funny enough, as I talk about Sorcerer's Kingdom, also
$110.
published by Traco.
$120.
Looks like Traco
100,
had an
100,
old design there for their
$150.
logo, though. Completely different logo for Traco. Kind of weird to see. But VGA 80 on Street Smart, pushing up to $180.
Fair warning.
You can just tell Street Smart is a bad game. I was thinking the exact same thing.
$60.
It looks like a fighting game. Is it just Street Fighter? Why does it look like Street Fighter on the back? Look at this.
Fair
You just
warning.
got like Honda looking slightly different.
Next lot.
Like it looks like a straight Street Fighter rip.
$240.
Like Ken?
$260.
Straight looks like a Street Fighter rip.
$280.
$180 for Street Smart.
$300.
Streets of Rage 2, 9.6 CIB on this. Jeez. Oh,
$340.
pushing easy over $300 here. Looking for $400. Streets of Rage 2, 9.6 CIB. Imagine Double
Fair
Dragon
warning.
mechanics on a 1v1 fighting game.
$360.
Gotcha. You won that one too? Let's go. Picking up some games run amok. So it doesn't play like Street Fighter. It plays more simplistic, I guess. Does it even have rolls and stuff? Like button rolling? Does it have combos? Or is it like a frickin' like press A 3 times and that's your combo?
$400. $420.
Love Genesis Street Fighter. One of your favorite games for the system.
$440.
Yep. Street Fighter 2, man. I tell ya.
Fair warning. Next lot.
Streets of Rage 296
$460.
is still going. Jesus, we're over $500 here. Looking for 550. Had a last second bid there. Oh, Greg, you're maybe more excited about something
Fair
today
warning.
you got a notification of than anything in a very long time.
$480.
Not gonna spoil it, but you'll be making an unboxing video sometime in the next few weeks. Give me a system, give me something to go off of there. What has you
Fair
that
warning.
excited, Exploded Hamster? Are we talking about a Sega game?
Next
Are we talking
lot.
about a Nintendo Grail? What are you cooking up over there?
$280.
Or are you cooking like Russ? Maybe that's what you're cooking up. You're cooking up
$320.
37 yards and a half. We're going to see your unboxing video and be like, oh God. Oh,
$360.
that's what you were cooking up? Oh. It's got to be Sega? That's
$380.
true. That is true. $550 here for Streets of Rage 2 CIB. That's kind of nuts. That's kind of nuts.
$420.
Like, Streets of Rage 2 factory sealed is really tough to get, but like, shit. $550 for a CIB Streets of Rage 2? Woof. Super Baseball 2020. EA Sport, or Electronic Arts, published
Fair
game here.
warning.
9.8A. Highest graded
Next
out of 5
lot.
on the pop report. I'm surprised Super Baseball pushed its way up to $500, honestly.
$140.
Surprised it's pushed its way up to $500. Yeah, I didn't think Super Baseball 2020 had any demand. Like,
Fair
rare
warning.
game, sure, but, you know, so is Street Smart, so is Sorcerer's Kingdom.
$190.
Yeah, just surprised Super Baseball went for $500. Here's Super Highlight.
$260.
9.4A plus. Only time they've offered it here.
$340.
This is a game that I think should sell for a lot. I think it is pretty fucking hard to get on Genesis. One of very, very, very few games on Genesis published
Fair
by
warning.
Seismic, which you guys probably recognize the publisher
$380.
Seismic because they make Musha, one of the most expensive Genesis games.
$500.
So,
$600.
Super Highlight has always stood out.
$650.
9.4A plus here, pushing its way up to almost $800. And Highlight on NES is actually quite addictive. I never had a chance to play Super Highlight,
Fair warning.
but Highlight on NES is the same as the
Next lot.
like it felt very Dragon Warrior.
$150.
Highlight felt very much Dragon Warrior style with that kind of game loop, which I don't know if it was a good game loop, but it was, you know, go
Fair
out there,
warning.
grind some XP, reset, go grind some XP,
$170.
reset, go to the shop, reset, go further, reset. You know, that kind of game loop. It's addicting. $720 for Super Highlight.
$180.
Super Off-Road 9.4A.
$240.
This is what? Accolade Ballistics? Ballistic. Ballistic is the publisher of this one. It's a cardboard box. Ballistic, Accolade. There are a few
Fair
publishers on Genesis that use like fully unique packaging. And this is one of the companies here with Ballistic. 9.4A on Super Off-Road.
Fair warning.
Too high for CIB Streets of Rage 2. Not that hard to find a nice one. Yeah, seemed pretty freaking
Next
high to
lot.
me too, man.
$140.
Street Smart is
$160,
before Street Fighter 2, so it's pretty basic. Just punch, kick, throw. Yeah, a good game of punch kick, or jump kick. I mean, a good game of jump kick. A fighting game everyone can get into.
Fair warning.
You were pushing the
$260.
super highlight. That's hilarious. $720. Yeah, it's a rare game. It's a rare game for sure. Super Off-Road 276, Super Smash TV 9.2A. You should have graded your
Next
Musha.
lot.
That would have been an interesting one. Do you have a factory sealed one or CIB, Joe Kane?
$120.
Super Volleyball is a 9.6A plus. Highest graded copy. Jesus. It is like it's a grid style Genesis
$130.
box, so it might get some love here. I don't know anything about Super Volleyball. 9.6A plus. Published by Sega is all I can tell you.
$140.
It's probably early Sega.
$160, $170, $180.
Thankfully it's sealed, so you never have to play it.
$190.
Don't play Virtual Highlight on Saturn? Might be the worst major retail title of all time. How? Did it maintain the same gameplay formula, HW? Or what did Virtual Highlight try to do? Off-road sounds like awful. Yeah, super awful on the Sega Genesis. Getting 9.6 CIB is super tough, even on Genesis. Oh,
Fair
for
warning.
sure. Like, make no doubt about it. I believe that fully. Just like,
Next
geez,
lot.
you know? A lot of money.
$16.
Super Volleyball, $240.
$20.
9.6A plus there. Pretty crazy.
$24,
Sword of
$28,
Sodan,
$32,
8.5A.
$36.
EA game
$40,
again here. What do we have coming up? Sword of
$44,
Vermilion twice, Sylvester and
$48.
Tweety. Okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom and grab a drink. 2-minute break here. Be right back.
$55. $65. $70. $75. $80. $85. $90. $95.
Fair warning. Next lot.
$280.
Fair warning.
$320. $306. $400. $440. $480. $550. $650. $750. $850. $900. $950.
Fair warning. Next lot.
$60. $70. $80. $85.
Fair warning.
$90. $95. $100. $110, $120. $130, $140, $150, $160, $170,
Fair warning.
$180,
Fair warning. Next lot.
$260, $340,
Hello, Sega fans. Oh my
Fair
gosh.
warning.
Look what I got, though.
$308, $400.
Yes, I got some delicious vegetables. I got some Bursal spurts. Some very delicious Bursal spurts.
Fair warning.
Back. What I missed? I only missed 2 games. Jesus
Next
Christ, I
lot.
didn't miss anything. That's crazy. We got Sword of Sodan, 119, Sword of Vermilion, $1,000. Holy fuck. 9.8A, Sword of Vermilion, cracked a grand.
$260.
Why? Am I crazy? Why? Like, there aren't many Genesis games today selling for
Fair
$1,000.
warning.
$280.
Like, we can go back to the Pirates of Darkwater. We can go to the Shinobi 3.
$320.
Gunstar Heroes. Like,
$400.
the Phantasy Star 3.
$550.
There are not many games today cracking $1,000. Why Sword of Vermilion? What am I missing? Like 9.8A,
Fair
sure, I
warning.
mean, right? Like, good grade, but 9.2B plus right beside
Next
it sells for
lot.
nothing, $204.
$70.
I know it has the hint book. Is that all it is? It's just like very, very hard to get high grade because of the hint book?
$90.
Do people actually like the game though?
$95.
Like, I don't think I've ever heard anyone be like, oh man, Sword of Vermilion's a fucking top-notch Genesis.
100.
The best Genesis game starts and ends with Sword of Vermilion. Like, I don't know. Sylvester and Tweety there, 9.6B plus for $456. Target Earth, 9.6A plus for $600. Target Earth again, VGA 85. Jesus, yeah, rare game here. Crazy to see it back to back. Target Earth. Order some McDonald's like a man. I couldn't eat McDonald's right now anyway. I'm freaking stuffed. I also grabbed a orange drink. You guys get the French side. What the fuck's that say?
$220.
Oh, Petalante? It's Piche Mango. Peche Meng. No,
warning.
Hiko. No live bidding today at the auction house. If you see live bid in the thing, it just means like someone sitting here, like me, or you know what I mean, like you, clicking the bid button manually. No one actually at the auction house today. Just
Fair warning.
online. Just online. Oh man, I was just about to say Russ is
lot.
cooking. They had a drive there. And then Russ threw another
$38.
interception. He was actually kind of cooking. They were in KC territory.
$42. 46.
What a frickin', what a bum.
100.
What an absolute bum.
$110.
Target Earth, $288 for the
$120.
VGA 85 copy. Techno Clash, another Electronic Arts published game, 9.8B plus on this.
Fair warning.
How long
Next
is this
lot.
shit? We are 58% done, Farang.
$150.
58%.
$190.
We are... no. No, I am not playing Rust in
$200.
Fantasy. I don't have Rust, and I'm not against Rust.
$240.
I have Pacheco and Javonte Williams today. I don't think I'm up against anyone today. I just have a couple of Pachecos
$60.
and one Javonte Williams.
$300.
Techno Clash 139, Techno Cop 9.48 plus. Is there a Toe Jam and Earl?
$340.
Oh, there's just Panic and Funkatron.
$380.
I don't think it's gonna push up that high, Joe Kane. I feel like we've seen Panic on Funkatron before. Maybe not a 9.8 copy, but I don't think it. We'll see. We'll see. I maybe $1,500, but I feel like we've seen I can't talk. I'm losing it. I feel like we've seen Funkatron before, and it didn't like explode. Technocop here is actually doing pretty damn well. 9.4 A plus there. It's $720. Technocop, like it's kind of funny. Just 1 second here.
$80, $90.
It's kind of funny with Sega Genesis here with a lot of these like less popular games, but very rare. You kind of don't know
Fair warning.
which ones are going to be the ones that pop.
Next lot.
You know what I mean? Like,
$70.
you look at something like Technocop, and it's like, man,
$80.
this could end for anywhere from $300 to like $1,500, and no result would I be like, whoa, that's crazy.
$90.
Technocop had hilarious violence in it. It's a game that I don't know anything about. How did Techno Clash sell for only one? Yeah, I saw that too. I thought, oh man, the Petchin Mango is getting me.
$120.
I also thought Techno Clash was pretty low. Tecmo Super Baseball, $114. Tecmo Super Bowl, 9.2B. I gotta eat some of these Brussels sprouts. I think they're just frozen. Someone asked how they were prepared. I think it's a bag of frozen Brussels sprouts, and they're just thrown in the oven.
$95.
I'm pretty sure. We don't do much fancy cooking around here, so. And if I'm being honest, Brussels sprouts are pretty fucking gross. They are low tier.
$75. $80. $85.
Tecmo Super Bowl, 9.2B. Does Tecmo Super Bowl just get no love on the Genesis? I'm a bit surprised it's only a $100 game. Tecmo Super Bowl 3, again, a $100 game, 9.08. Like, doesn't Tecmo Super Bowl get more love on the Super Nintendo? No? Super Bowl just doesn't get love in general? I'm a bit surprised. Tecmo Super Hockey, in case you didn't know, Tecmo made fucking every sport here. We got baseball, Super Bowl, and hockey, all by Tecmo. And here is NBA basketball by Tecmo. Tecmo Super Basketball, $129. Tecmo, baby. Get the whole Tecmo sports set today. That's crazy. And here's Tecmo World Cup. But the Tecmo soccer game here is completely different. And if you're looking for a reason to give a fuck, this game is published by Atlas. Low key. Atlas published soccer game right there on the Genesis. $104. If you're looking for a reason to care about a random sports game, we had Jennifer Caprati Tennis earlier, part of the renovation set. Tecmo World Cup, published by Atlas. Tournament Fighters, VGA 80.
Next lot.
$120.
You need some Baileys and pretzel snaps? You love Brussels sprouts. Oven sprouts with oil is good. Yeah, these are oven Brussels sprouts with oil. That'd be the closest thing to these, Tring. My girlfriend loves Brussels sprouts, so that's why they were cooked. Brussels sprouts are supposed to be bacon fat delivery mechanisms. Prepared properly, they can be good. Fry them in oil and sprinkle on bacon. That would actually be good. Try frying them with balsamic vinegar and parmesan. Well, hey. We have to keep the Brussels sprouts being almost healthy.
$170.
Like, we still have to keep them being a healthy vegetable. You have to remember that. We can't completely lose the plot of Brussels sprouts. So we can't just fucking cover them in oil, put parmesan, and throw them in bacon. At that point, we're not eating Brussels sprouts, okay? Parmesan.
Fair warning.
Parmesan.
Next lot.
Parmesan Valjean.
$650. $750.
Oh, it depends what you're looking at, Genesis.
$800.
Like for a typical game, like price charts just pulls eBay data. So if you're looking at something that's conditional nuance, you're better off just going to eBay. But if you're looking at something like a Pokemon cartridge or a cartridge of Mario Kart or, you know, something pretty typical, price charts will be accurate enough.
Fair warning.
Funkatron 9.8A, Toe Jam and Earl.
$900.
Pushing up to $1,000 here.
$950.
Tinhead is another rare one. Yeah, Tinhead didn't get much love there, did it? No, $204, 9.4A plus. Tournament Fighters closed for $720. Turtles, I was getting a premium there.
$1,000.
No, I will not be your puppet, Joe Kane. Funkatron is pushing for $1,200 here.
Fair warning.
Just got to roast some broccoli or cauliflower. Tasty, similar, not dry off, no off strain. Yeah, I like broccoli and cauliflower like better than Brussels sprouts, for sure. Broccoli is actually one of my favorites. Brussels sprouts and asparagus are probably my least favorite.
$320. $340.
Funkatron goes for $1,170. So there you go. Like I said, Joe. Like I said, I feel like we've seen Funkatron before and it didn't do much. So $1,170. Toki going ape spit. VGA 85 plus. It's crazy to me that this game is under $400. Like again, right? Talking about these Genesis games that are like more on the rare side, it is insane to me that Toki is $400.
$400.
Like this one to me feels like one that just should be more expensive. But here we are, $400. Tom and Jerry, Frantic
Fair
Antics.
warning.
We'll take a peek at Funkatron too.
Next lot.
Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe we haven't seen it before.
$38.
No, okay, that's here, Joe. I'm not crazy, man. I'm not crazy. 9.68 peaked out like September 2022, $1,800. The 9.8A was only $2,600 a year and a half ago. So 9.68 plus $1,200, 9.68 plus $1,140. Like Funkatron just ain't it, man. Funkatron ain't it.
$320.
Oh, spinach is top tier. Spinach is great. I actually eat spinach by the fucking handful, just raw. Like just buy a big ass bag of spinach. Oof, good stuff.
Fair warning.
Toxic Crusaders 9.8 B plus.
$340.
You know what's interesting about Toki on Genesis?
$360.
Nothing. Next lot.
$380.
Yeah, so it is. So it is.
$400.
So it is. Toxic Crusaders 9.8 B plus. Where's big? Yeah, okay, this is crazy. What is this big box actually?
Next lot.
$280. $340.
This version is a Disney Store exclusive, but we're not sure. Only packaging is different from the standard release. That's it? There's nothing? Like, it's literally just different packaging?
$400.
There's nothing inside? Really? This is crazy. That's really cool. 75 plus. Large box here. Toy Story 2.
400.
Or Toy Story, sorry, not Toy Story 2. I'm so used to every game we see being Toy Story 2. I don't think we see Toy Story 1 nearly as much for any consoles.
Fair warning.
$480. $500.
Yeah, it's crazy that all it is a big box, though.
$550.
I thought there was going to be like a shirt inside or something. It's pushing up to 700
warning.
bucks too. It's actually doing pretty good.
$700.
Is this one that a lot of Genesis
$800.
collectors actually go after? Because it kind of seems like it. I'm actually surprised I'm not familiar with this.
Fair warning.
This is yours. You had to get rid of it. 900 bucks for it.
$50.
Yeah, exactly. I'd
$60,
purchase it if there was a tank top
$80,
inside. You got to give me some incentive.
100,
A big ass box with nothing inside? No, thank you.
$130.
$900 though. Damn.
$140.
Yeah, I'm surprised I'm not more familiar with it. I've like never seen this before.
$150.
Trampoline Terror 9.4A.
$60.
Highest out of just 2 on the pop report. Just another random ass Genesis game. I don't know.
$170.
It's rare, but I don't know how much love it's going to get. Pushing up over 200 bucks here. We'll see what happens. I'm interested to see what this Ultimate Kicks does. I'm kind of baffled it's sitting at $35 right now. And there's probably one of you here in the chat who's like, please don't talk about kicks. You actually want to bid on it, but I'm interested to see what this does. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is coming up right away, too.
$200.
As well as Valis. Both Valis games. That's going to be cool. Both really solid grades on them, too.
Fair warning. Next
Do I have a
lot.
CIB US version SNES Lethal Enforcer's pink
$75.
gun? I do not. And
Fair warning.
I never went after the Super Nintendo Lethal
$85.
Enforcer's guns. Never something that mattered to me. Just because I wasn't a huge SNES guy anyway, so like, you know. Didn't bother going
Fair
after
warning.
something like the pink gun, which is pretty niche.
Next lot.
$340.
Triple play, 9.4A there. Goes for
$380.
109. Trampoline Tear, yeah, went over 200 bucks, but that seems to be like, you know, where a lot of this stuff ends if it just doesn't have that extra little bit of love. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, 9.6A+. Tied with one other copy for the highest on the pop report out of just 9. Again, this is a cardboard box, so pretty hard to
Fair
find it in
warning.
nice shape.
Next lot.
Yo, Steve Craig Retro Games, appreciate you, dude.
$44,
Welcome in.
50, 60, 70, 80, 95.
Ultimate Mortal
100,
Kombat 3,
130,
only 444
140,
feels very cheap. We'll check comps on this in just a second. That feels like a big deal. Maybe it's only the SNES one that sells strong, but geez, I thought we saw this sell pretty strong on Genesis.
$190.
Maybe I'm crazy.
$200.
Here's Ultimate Kicks. Like I was saying, this is pretty uncommon, pretty cool. I think it's cool anyway. 9.6A plus, looking for 300 bucks almost.
$260. $280. $300.
Pull up the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 here while Kicks is going. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay,
Fair
fucking 1 month ago, 9.4A plus went for
Next lot.
$900 on Ultimate Mortal Kombat.
$240.
9.6A plus, June 23rd, 576. That was a CGC copy. This 9.6A plus Wada copy for 444 is a snag. That is the highest graded copy, tied on the Wada Pop report there. Tato. I say
Fair
Tato.
warning.
Yeah, this Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 was a snag.
$600.
Damn.
$650.
Wonder if people are finally petering off here. We've been live for 2.5 hours. This is why I said that, that's why I said you got to set some alarms and stuff,
Fair warning.
because like it's a long ass auction today. So 2.5
Next
hours
lot.
deep. We're 65% done. Ultimate Kicks ended up at 336. Uncharted Waters was a 9.8 A+. Wow. Absolute beauty for 720 there. Here's Valis. 9.6 A. Like I said, we'll see what these two ones do here. Only copy on the Wada March prop report.
Fair
Jeez.
warning.
9.6 A, followed by Valis 3, 9.8 A.
Next lot.
$500.
576 for Valis there. Here's Valis 3, 9.8 A.
$700. $800. $900. $1,000.
You display your stuff, so that's really all the stuff you want? Enough where you can display and not take over the entire house? Yes. I would love
Fair
to get to
warning.
that spot exploded. I would love to get to the spot where my only collection
Next
is
lot.
stuff that I can actually, like,
$75.
handle. You know what I mean?
85.
That would be frickin' awesome.
$10.
I buy way too much crap
$130.
still at this point, but I hope to get there eventually. Valis 3 did close at 1,140. 576 for Valis 1, 1,140. Valis 3, 9.8. Very cool on both those. Here's Viewpoint, 9.6A.
$60.
I got nothing to say about Viewpoint, but it's published by Sammy, which is kind of interesting. I don't think there's many Genesis games published by Sammy. So, if you want something to care about, there you go. There's a fun fact about Viewpoint.
Fair warning. Next lot.
$150.
Sells for $192. Here's Warlock. I guess it's Beware the Ultimate
Fair
Evil
warning.
of Warlock. Maybe the full title there. 9.6A+.
$60.
Viewpoint was a Neo Geo game, really?
Fair warning. Next lot.
$320.
There you go. Another fun thing about Viewpoint. Warlock went for 180. Here's Wolverine Adamantium
warning.
Rage VGA 90. Keep wondering where the bottom of the
Fair
market is.
warning.
This is uber rare. All the Genesis Tato titles are. Yes. Even CIB, it's
lot.
pretty hard to get most of those Tato titles. That's why Ultimate Kick stood out to me.
$60.
Because I remember like
$70,
looking for this,
$80.
Space Invaders 94 or whatever. I can't even think of like Tato titles on Genesis right now, but yeah.
$90.
Not easy to get most of them, CIB even. Wolverine, $372. Adamantium Rage. World Trophy Soccer.
Fair
9.8A.
warning.
The amount of sports games on Sega Genesis would make your head spin.
Next lot.
I got nothing to say about World Trophy Soccer. $114.
$214.
Zero Tolerance, 9.8A. We are almost done. If you're like, oh my god, we're at the Zeds. You only have 3 Z games. 4. 4 Z games to go. 3. Mr. Nuts doesn't count. 3 more Genesis games, folks. Then we are at Game
Fair
Gear.
warning. Next lot.
200, 200,
What a
300,
frickin'
320,
journey we
300,
have all been
300,
on.
300, 400, 400,
What a journey we have been on.
400,
No one wants a Toy
$500.
Story box. I don't know, Supyo. Is that true?
600, 600,
Like, $900 for it didn't seem bad.
$750.
Is that bad? I genuinely don't know how to gauge it.
Fair warning.
$800.
And no way does that have nothing inside. Are we sure? Well, I'm sure it has, a game and shit, but I was looking for something
Fair
special
warning.
inside.
$800.
Zero Tolerance, 264. Zombies Ate My Neighbors, 9.8A. That's your Toy Story and you were happy? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. That's what matters the
Fair
most
warning.
there. Like, if you're happy with the sale, hey.
Next lot.
$960 for
$150.
Zombies. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. $960. Not too shabby, actually, for the 9.8A.
$60. $170.
And Zool, Ninja of the Nth Dimension. 9.6A plus to end off Sega Genesis.
Fair
This has
warning.
been 2 hours. 2 hours and
$180.
18 minutes of Sega Genesis. An absolute
Fair
marathon
warning.
that I'm glad we got to go through together. I think we've all learned a lot about each other and about ourselves as we sat through this Genesis marathon today. This was great.
Fair
Truly,
warning.
this was great. Fantastic.
Next lot.
And that's it.
$14.
We are done, Sega Genesis.
$18. 22 to 26, $30, 34, 30.
Round of
42,
applause for everyone.
$50, $60, $70, $80,
Mr.
$90,
Nuts on the Sega Mega Drive.
$100.
PGA 85. As we enter into Game Gear,
Fair
we
warning.
still have Sega CD. We still have Sega Saturn.
$10.
We still have like Sega Saturn Grails coming up. Man, there's a lot of Game Gear too. Jeez. Popful Mail CIB. We have Robo Less
Fair warning.
7.0B plus. Not the highest grade in the world, but Robo Less, no slouch. Panzer Dragoon Saga is coming up. Magic Knight Ray Earth 9.6A++. Panzer Dragoon's a 9.8A. Mega Man X4 VGA 90.
Fair warning.
The Sega Saturn's gonna go frickin' hard. So
Next
yeah,
lot.
that's gonna be really interesting to see.
$240.
Then we got Dreamcast at the very end. Still a lot of good stuff to go here. This is
Fair warning.
a Shakan board game
Next
lot
lot.
of 4 original art pieces. $264. I don't know much about it. This Shakan thing is priceless. You should have bought it then for $264.
Fair warning.
Don't talk about me like that, HW. Boo-hoo boo-hoo.
Next lot.
$60.
Thank you for the $2, HW. Thank you for the $2, man. Dracula, $159 there. 9.08
warning.
plus to start off Game Gear into Echo the Dolphin,
$80.
8.0A.
$90. $100.
I'm interested to see what some of this Genesis stuff does to, or Genesis, oh my god, my
$120.
brain. It's in my brain! I'm interested to see what this Game Gear stuff does now. Ugh. Woof. Take a 2-minute stretch
Fair
here.
warning.
Take a little stretch.
$130.
Next stretch for Game Gear.
Fair warning.
Woo!
Next lot.
$60.
Oof.
$70.
Oh, that feels good.
$80,
Echo goes for
$90.
$149. Here's the sequel, Echo: The Tides of Time, 8.5A plus. Oh, okay.
Fair warning.
I think we're feeling decent. I think we're feeling good. 71% done here. Oh. I think we're feeling good.
$130.
Ready to go to the finish line. Oh. I don't think, a lot of these
Fair
are like
warning.
8.5, 9.0, 8.5. Not the super high
Next
grades on
lot.
these, Craig. If that's what you were getting at there.
$140.
A lot of Game Gear games, I mean, it's fucking... Getting factory sealed Game Gear in general is very hard. Like, it's super niche. There's not a ton of supply. So, I mean... You kind of just get what you can take. Or take what you can get, I mean, sorry. The other way around.
$180.
Here's Haley Wars. Haley Wars? Haley Wars. Haley. We'll stick with Haley. 8.5A plus. Pushing up over $200. Echo: The Tides of Time went for $149. Yeah, like if you're collecting Game Gear,
Fair
factory
warning.
sealed Game Gear, like yeah, you really
Next
can't be
lot.
picky because you just won't get them.
$85.
$216 there. Jeopardy Sports Edition. First time offering this one at its heritage. 9.08 plus. I
Fair
didn't know if
warning.
they'd had this one before. And Game Gear's weird because
Next
it's like
lot.
some of the games like are super common, and those are the
$130.
games you're gonna see every single time, and then every other game is
$140.
really rare. Jeopardy Sports Edition there went for 109. Here's Jurassic Park, 8.5 A+. You just
Fair
don't think
warning.
people care about Game Gear, even less than Genesis or Saturn? Very little competition. Oh, 100% HW. 100%. Like, this is niche, low demand. 100%. So even when we get into the world of like super rare stuff on Game Gear, I mean, there's literally a handful of people who care.
Fair warning.
And that's why, like, you know,
$170.
outside of the games that are like renowned for being very rare on Game Gear, a lot of the like second tier really rare stuff just won't
Fair
get a
warning.
ton of love. Even if it is still super rare, you know?
Next lot.
It just won't get the attention that it should.
$260.
What, someone waxed that dolphin? Are you really proud of that one,
$300.
Joe?
$340.
You need me to say that one out loud for you there? Jurassic Park, $192 there, 8.5 A+. Land of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse,
$360.
9.2 A. Don't trust price charting at all on Game Gear. There's a ton of misplaced data because people list complete in box. Because
Fair
yes, yeah, price charting in general for Game Gear is useless. It just doesn't
Next
sell
lot.
enough. There's basically no data for CIB Game
$44.
Gear, factory sealed Game Gear in general on price charting. Like, you basically just have to know. You have to either like know or just
$48.
kind of go off your gut. $408 for Land of Illusion. Here's Legend of Illusion.
$55.
Mickey Mouse. 6.5 B+ on this one. You just have to kind of like
Fair
gauge
warning.
it.
$65.
And then every now and then you'll see a Game Gear game sell for like, oh, that sold for $100, $200. And you're like, okay, I'll just, remember that game is rare. Or more sought
Fair
after
warning.
than like other games.
$75.
This game, Legend, no, I wouldn't say so. It's actually a little bit more
Fair
available
warning.
than other games. Like I would call it like a
$85.
7 out of 10 for rarity. Maybe a 6 out of 10. It's probably actually much harder to find a factory sealed
Fair
Land of
warning.
Illusion than it is Legend of Illusion.
$95.
In my own personal assessment. Land, which is probably harder to find factory sealed than Legend. But, I mean, we might be talking about like
Fair warning.
7 copies and 13 copies. But you know what I mean.
$110.
Fair warning. Next lot.
$750. $800.
Mortal Kombat!
Fair warning.
$900.
Pushing its way up here to over $1,000. 85 plus on Game Gear is really nice. 85
warning.
plus is really nice on Game Gear.
Next lot.
Oh, like fruit fly in here.
$170.
$1,000 for Mortal Kombat Game Gear. Not too shabby at all, actually. Here's NBA Jam Tournament Edition, 8.5A.
Fair warning. Next lot.
$130.
$192 for NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Prince of Persia, 9.0A+. See, like something like this.
Fair warning.
Like this is rare as fuck. You won't find a factory sealed copy of Prince of Persia. You just will not. Like, but then it's the same thing of like, okay, but how many people actually care about the Game Gear version of Prince of Persia? Not many. So that's what I mean kind of with like these secondary rare titles. Rare as fuck, but it's just a very small audience who's gonna really go for it. But we'll see. It's pushing up over $200 here. We'll see. I can't believe you're getting hit by the filter so much, Joe. Crazy.
Next lot.
Yeah, in contrast to Game Boy, where the competition is stiff and the quality of games are so hard to find mint or even near complete. Yeah, there's way more people
$60.
going for Game Boy Complete in Box in general. It's basically as rare as Game Gear Complete in Box or Game Gear Sealed. Like Game Boy and Game Gear, they have a lot of similarities for collecting them. But way more people care about the Nintendo handheld than they do the Sega one. It just is how it is, you know?
Fair warning. Next lot.
Prince of Persia closing at $312. Yeah, like not bad, right? Not bad.
$60.
But still, like, also not great. Ren and Stimpy. Quest for the Shaven Yak. VJ85 on this one.
$280.
Getting some love for the Ren and Stimpy here. Geez, pushing up over $300 easy. I'm a bit surprised.
$320. $340.
Man. Ren and frickin' Stimpy, hey? Looking for $400 here. See, I would have put Prince of Persia ahead of Ren and Stimpy.
Fair warning.
Like, I would put Prince of Persia quite a bit ahead of Quest for the Shaven Yak myself. Just in my own rarity ranks, you know? But that's not based on much. It's just
Fair
like what
warning.
I've seen in the market. But
$420.
for all I know, like, I'm wrong. You know what I mean? There's just not much to go off of, so. If a couple people decide that they want Ren and Stimpy, well then,
Fair warning.
it can very easily sell for more than Prince of Persia.
$440.
Looking for over $500 here. Looking for $528 on Ren and Stimpers. You better get this graded. You have a sealed copy. Let's go, Joe Kane. Some Ren and Stimpy stonks for you. Some Ren and
Fair
Stimpy
warning.
stocks out there. Oh, Craig, you're
lot.
bidding on the Ren and Stimpy. Did you get it? $516.
$440.
$516 for Ren and Stimpy.
$460.
Yeah, if you don't win, reach out to Joe, no doubt.
$500.
Maybe he can hook you up. Here's RoboCop Terminator. See, now this is like upper echelon rare, as far as I know, with RoboCop Terminator. And we're getting bids up to over
Fair
$600 here on it. VGA85.
Next
But
lot.
that's where it peaked out, hey? $600 for it.
$120.
But yeah, RoboCop Terminator, that's like a more, I think, a more well-known, really rare Game Gear game.
Fair warning.
Goes for $600 there. Here's Shinobi 8.0A.
$140.
You let it go. 500 was your max on Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy is a classic IP. Don't talk trash. I think I was too young to enjoy Ren and Stimpy. Like, I've seen it a bit, and all it did was annoy me whenever I saw it. Like, I just didn't find
Fair
it
warning.
funny at all.
Next lot.
It just wasn't funny.
$85.
Shinobi, $169. Here's Sonic Chaos. And this is an actual first print, early print copy of the game. You're going to see Sonic Chaos a ton.
Fair
You're going to
warning.
see the Majesco reprint. This is a real
$95.
copy of the game. Mark Friedman collection, too. Wow.
Fair warning.
$110. $120.
And we actually have a couple of Sonic the Hedgehogs. Wow. Early print here without the ESRB on it. And then a later print with the Kids
Fair
to
warning.
Adult ESRB added.
$130.
That's crazy to see 2 copies of Sonic, though. Damn. Sonic Chaos going up to $150. You have a copy of the Ren and Stimpy Game Gear design document. What the heck is that? You liked Ren and
Fair
Stimpy
warning.
when you were around 10? Back in the 90s, it was all right. Yeah, I don't know if it's just like
Next
the
lot.
art style or the humor or what it was. It just didn't click for me.
$1,400.
Ren and Stimpy just didn't click. $154 to Sonic Chaos. Sonic the Hedgehog. Look at that. VGA 80 plus. Shot up over $1,000
Fair
still.
warning.
Easy. Looking for $1,680. Oh, man.
Next
The
lot.
bidding was fast and furious, and then it stopped immediately. Wow.
$280.
$1,500. $1,560, sorry. Sonic the Hedgehog.
$320,
Got a lot of bids really quick,
$360,
and then dead.
$400.
So now here is Sonic the Hedgehog again. 7.5A plus, and this one has the K to A rating added there in the bottom right-hand
$420.
corner of the box. So a little bit of a later print run of this game. 7.5A plus.
$440.
I don't know if it's harder to find this copy versus the earlier one.
$480.
I'm not sure on the relative rarity between the two.
$550.
But the 7.5A plus here,
$600.
we're still pushing our way up to looking for $700.
$650.
There we go. Looking for almost $800 now.
Fair warning. Next lot.
$280.
720. Sonic the Hedgehog, 7.5A plus with
$300.
the K to A rating. That's cool. Seeing Sonic on Game Gear. Still getting some love. Still getting some love. Here's Sonic 2. This is a mid-print copy of the game, though.
Fair warning.
There is still an earlier print than this. So this is decent. 9.8A++, really nice copy, but the mid-print copies of this game still have a lot of supply floating around out there. Just as a heads up, but 9.8.
Fair warning.
9.8A++, nice copy, but it is a mid-print.
Next lot.
$384 for that.
$260.
Here is Sinister 6. 9.2B+, another pretty rare Game Gear game to find factory sealed.
$300.
And it's Spider-Man, so you know it's going to get some love. Holy shit, Russ is cooking, boys. There's 6 minutes left in the game.
Fair warning.
Russ has a touchdown. I repeat, Russell Wilson has a touchdown.
$60.
Denver's in it, baby. Wow. Let Russ cook. Let him cook.
Fair warning.
$400.
Sinister 6. Yeah, we're pushing. We're pushing. Sonic 1 with the K to A is pretty rare, and you put all your efforts towards it.
$420.
Yo, let's go, Hiko. Does that mean you picked it up? $720 there. Do you have a do you already have an early print Sonic? I'm just curious if you like targeted this one specifically, or if you're not interested in the earlier one.
Next lot.
Just curious how you view the two games there. Sinister 6, $480, and that's for a 9.2B+. Not even the highest grade there. Almost $500. Super Return of the Jedi, 7.5A. Pretty low grade on this, but
Fair
not
warning.
easy to find. Pushing its way up here at almost $200.
$190.
Over $200. Over $200 here for Super Return of the Jedi.
Fair warning.
And they got the 2-point conversion.
$220.
It is a one-score game in Kansas City, folks. Wow. Let Russ cook. I can't believe it.
Fair warning.
This is actually doing pretty
Next
well, I
lot.
would say, for what the grade is. Like 7.5A still brought in 240. Not too freaking bad. Yeah, that's really cool, Hiko. Cool pickup. Cool pickup. T2 Judgment Day, 8.0
Fair
A
warning.
plus on the Game Gear. That 80 plus looks
Next
nice. You
lot.
wonder why it's an 80? Which 80 plus? Oh, the Sonic.
$170. $190.
Terminator 2 for $159 there. Here's Tasmania, 9.4A plus.
$220.
Easily the highest graded copy that they've offered. Yeah, this is one of those, I think this is really early Game Gear, isn't it? I think. And, not that difficult to find CIB.
Fair warning.
But not easy to get factory sealed either.
$240.
I think there's, like...
$260.
Some people think with some of these earlier Game Gear games, like Tasmania as a CIB really doesn't have that much value at all. But yeah, just really hard to get these factory sealed. So,
$340.
that's why we're seeing Tasmania here, 9.48 plus. Really nice copy. Pushing up to $400. I'm pretty sure we've seen Quackshot also do really well on the Game Gear. Another one that's just not easy to get factory sealed.
Fair warning. Next lot.
$1,200. $1,003.
See,
1,000. 1,000.
This is where I would have said, yeah, Terminator's pretty rare.
$700.
But I wouldn't have said it's $2,000 fucking dollars rare. Whoo! So this is what I mean with
Fair
Game
warning.
Gear. I didn't expect this at all. No shot.
Next lot.
85 plus
$600.
Terminator, $1,920. Is it rare? Of course it is. Every Game Gear game is rare. But like I don't know
Fair
the
warning.
relative rarity of Terminator versus Super Return of the Jedi versus Sinister
$700.
Six versus RoboCop Terminator versus Prince of Persia. You know what I mean? It could just be the Terminator, like the IP, the cover
Fair
art, all
warning.
that carrying it there. It could be absolute rarity. I'm just not
Next
sure.
lot.
$1,920 though. Now some Streets of Rage 2 art right there as well, $780. And now we are into Sega CD. What a frickin' end to Game Gear though.
$240.
That was crazy. Terminator. Really showing out there.
$360. $400. $440.
The Adventures of Batman and Robin,
$480.
VGA 95. Whew. To start off here. Damn, very nice.
$550.
Very nice. I mean, yeah, 85 plus, beautiful copy. Just like, shoot, man. 1920? Wild. And here's the VGA 95 bringing in a nice premium for
Next lot.
Adventures of Batman and Robin.
$100.
Just getting my last little bits of Brussels sprout here.
$120.
There we go. $600 for Batman and Robin, hey? Android Assault 9.0A. The big Sega CD games we have coming up is the Robo Aleste coming up, factory sealed there. Time Gal, but we don't have a lot of the bigger Sega CD games today. The Popful Mail is here, but it's just the
Fair
CIB copy. Just the CIB. But
Next lot.
$140.
Android Assault 180 there. Eternal Champions VGA 90. Eternal Champions on
Fair
Sega
warning.
CD. That was a game that had a WATA 10 sale, right?
Next lot.
Am I remembering correctly on there?
$320.
I think so anyway. $159 for the VGA 90. Popful Mail.
$360.
CIB. Working Designs. A favorite of Sega CD collectors everywhere. Pushing up to $400 here.
Fair
CIB copy of the game. Excellent condition.
Next lot.
$408.
$90.
This was factory sealed, man. That would be pretty nutty. Revenge of the Ninja 9.2B plus.
Fair warning.
$100. $110.
Yeah, 1 week the WATA 10 of Eternal Champions was $2,000. The next week, the 9.8A plus
Fair
plus
warning.
was like $300. Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds like what I'm remembering, Joe.
Next lot.
With the WADA 10 on Eternal Champions.
$65.
Here's RoboLS 7.0 B+. Like I said, not the best grade in the world, but it's the follow-up to Musha. Has a lot of love on Sega CD.
Fair warning.
Looking for $100. Wow, jeez. Maybe not. Should I bid?
$75.
Isn't this game like $150 CIB? Am I crazy? Am I just wrong about RoboLS? Am I thinking about something else? What the heck's going on here? Looking for $104.
Fair warning.
$85. $95. $110. $130.
There we go. Jeez. A little bit of bidding action on RoboLS. Looking for $180.
$160.
That was wild there.
$180.
Just about closed at like $80. Like it almost closed right here at like $78. Like what the heck? That was wild. Looking for $240 now. Jeez.
Fair warning.
Yeah, slow starter on that one.
$240.
RoboLS here. It's a grower, not a shower. Taking its sweet time. Got stage fright.
$260.
Now we're looking for $300. Now this makes more sense. 7.0 B plus RoboLS.
Next
That makes
lot.
more sense. $288 end price. Jeez. That was crazy.
95. 100. 100.
That was crazy. Time Gal 9.0 A plus. Yeah, like Supyo, man. I was racing to the bid button there when it was sitting at $80. Just like, what?
Fair warning.
Almost about to be the steal of the auction there.
Next lot.
Time Gal closes at $192.
$300.
And that actually does it for Sega CD. Not that much. Not that much. A little bit of 32X here, and then we are into Sega Saturn, which should have some fireworks. There's big Sega Saturn games coming up. Doom is a 9.8 A++ 32X version. Timestamp here for Sega Saturn.
$340.
My pen doesn't want to work. Fuck. Come on, pen. Saturn. Start in like 3 minutes. Oh my god, we're over 3 hours as well. Over 3 hours in here.
Fair warning.
Have any of you lunatics actually been sitting here for 3 hours with me? 3 hour gang, where are you at? Absolute marathon men in the chat. For the marathoners. Any of you psychos out there? Over 3 hours. Fuck me. Wild. 84%.
Fair warning.
Woof. I have. Yes, I'm with you here. For the marathon. My respect to you. My respect to you all.
Fair warning.
Renex Machina, Eric Craig, Exploded Hamper, Joe Kane,
Next lot.
Elysium, Sapio,
$70.
Chris Larson.
$80.
Feels like 2
$90.
seconds have passed. Oh yeah, no, this auction is flying by. Absolutely flying by. This is crazy. 3 hours already? You're kidding me. No way. Doom goes for $444. Tempo is a 9.6 A plus for 32X. Of course, the grail of 32X collectors is the Spider-Man Web of Fire game.
Fair warning.
$260.
That has basically always been the most expensive 32X game. Spider-Man Web of Fires. For the normies, Sonic Knuckles or Chaotix.
Fair
Knuckles Chaotix is also a really good 32X game for the more of the popular normie crowd. But Web of Fire is the big one. Tempo 9.6 A plus, pushing over $300 here.
Fair warning.
Larson, 16 months. Let's go, dude. It's always those 100 to 200s that'll make it go forever. If it wasn't for them, we would have finished by now. Yes. Oh, Colibri is actually a good one too. Yes.
Next lot.
Colibri is a good one.
$150.
Tempo 360 there. WrestleMania, the
$200.
arcade game, 85 plus. Our last 32X game of the day as we enter into Sega Saturn.
$280, $300.
Yeah, truly, Elysium. It's sometimes those lower bid games, like the bidding is just super slow on them for some reason. They'll be sitting at like $60 and the two bidders are just taking their sweet time with it. Unlike arcade game here, WrestleMania, pushing its way up over $400. Easy. The bidders are here and the bidders are lively. No time to fuck around.
Fair warning.
Well, maybe they'll fuck around. We'll see here.
Next
No
lot.
time to fuck around. Sega Saturn starts now. $432 WrestleMania arcade game. Starting off with Dark Savior, 8.5A. Welcome in, Sega Saturn crowd, if you are watching the replay. Timestamps, of course, will be at the bottom of the auction, so you can like navigate your way around. I know with a 3-hour auction, it's not going to be the easiest to navigate, but it's alphabetical. You'll have timestamps for consoles. You know, best I can do. Best I can do for you.
$190.
Why is Ill Bleed so crazy right now? On Dreamcast? What the fuck? 9.6A plus, sitting at $1,200.
$200.
I don't know.
$220.
I don't think that is reasonable. I don't think Ill Bleed is that expensive.
Fair warning.
$240. $260.
85 pluses at Signature at a certified link. We're going for like 400, 600, 600. That was back in
Fair
2022. We haven't seen it on a major auction house in a year and a half now.
Next lot.
I'm sure eBay has had some kind of copies, no?
$65.
But it looks like the highest we've seen it sell for is like $600. So this Ill Bleed is going to be a record at $1,200 already. It's going to be a big sale on Ill Bleed. Daytona USA Championship Circuit Edition. When I first saw this at the auction, I thought this was the frickin' I can't talk. It's all over, boys. I thought it was Netlink Edition. But this is just the standard edition, Daytona USA. Still, big game that is like Daytona USA is one of those Sega Saturn staples, in my opinion.
$130.
Dark Savior went for $288. You bought the Dark Savior. It's a spiritual successor to Landstalker, along with Alundra. I did not know that.
$140.
Cool. Very cool.
Fair warning. Next lot.
$340. $360.
Daytona USA 164 Doom. VGA 85 plus uncirculated on this one. Yeah, I've never played any Sega Saturn games. Like, I think I've played Daytona USA.
$85.
Like it. Like, I barely own any Saturn games, and I only owned a Sega Saturn console for a little bit. And then I sold it because I was like, why? I don't want to. You know what I mean? I was just like, I don't want to do anything with Sega Saturn. So I didn't keep the console. I just got rid of the games. Doom, $408 there for the 85 plus. Here's Guardian Heroes, 85 qualified. Weird. Really weird to see a qualified Sega Saturn game. Huh. That is an odd one.
Fair warning.
$160.
Fair warning.
$170.
Fair warning.
$180.
Fair warning.
I see the Chiefs game is over. Russell Wilson
Next
did not
lot.
cook. I can confirm.
$1,100.
But speaking of cooking, here's Magic Knight Ray Earth in 9.6 A++, working designs, one of the
Fair warning.
most sought after Sega Saturn games there is.
$1,300.
11 on the pop report.
$1,400.
I don't know how high this is. I don't know if there's a higher rated one or not. But 9.6 A++ out of only 11 on the March pop report. Might be
Fair
updated
warning.
since then as well. But
$1,600.
9.6 A++ on this game is pretty fucking nutty. Looking for 1,920 on it. And then we got Mega Man X4 coming up. Panzer Dragoon
Fair
9.8A. Dragoon 2 9.8. And then Saga
Next lot.
9.2. Crazy run we're about to go on here.
$550. $650.
$1,800 for Magic Knight Ray Earth. Here's Mega Man X4 now. X4 and X... Is X5 also on Saturn? I think so.
$800.
But these are very expensive on Saturn. Like, huge collector's items. The X games, Mega Man X games on Saturn. Looking for $960, looking for $1,000. Mega Man X4.
$900.
There's 2 visible tears on the Magic Knight A++. Oh boy. That Ray Earth was a great buy.
Fair warning.
Yeah, 1,800 doesn't
$950.
seem like a ton from it. For Magic Knight Ray Earth. We'll check if there are comps in a second here. Let's see what Mega Man does. Still pushing its way over 1,000. We're looking for $1,100. I'll go to Saturn. Has Ray Earth sold before? I assume it has, right?
Fair warning.
Only once, 2021. 9.4A plus for
$1,000.
3120. 9.2B plus sold earlier this year. So for 9.2B plus, 1,440 back in April. Someone just grabbed a 9.6 A++ for only $300 more. Only $300 more to jump from 9.2 B plus to 9.6 A++. Whew.
$600.
Yeah, this is that's a pretty good buy there. Pretty good buy on the Ray Earth.
$2,000.
Mega Man X4, $1,200 closes that there for the VGA 90. Panzer Dragoon, 9.8A.
$400.
This is not Panzer Dragoon Saga. Just Panzer Dragoon, 9.8A. We're looking for 2,880.
$2,000.
Looking for 3,000. Holy smokes, Panzer Dragoon. I didn't know it had this kind of juice.
Fair warning.
I didn't know the first Panzer Dragoon had this kind of juice in it. Looking for $3,300 here.
Fair warning.
Oh my god. Whew. The comp on
Next
this
lot.
thing. Holy shit. Just sold for
$320.
$3,120. 9.8A. So Panzer Dragoon
$360.
peaked last year, April, for $10,200. 9.8A plus. That was the single highest copy on the pop report. Sold last year in April, $10,200. So this is a 9.8A now. CGC for $3,000. Whew. Yeah, shit. I am sleeping on Panzer Dragoon. Wow. That is some serious value. Panzer Dragoon 2, Zwei.
Fair warning.
Zwei? Nah, I never know how to say it. 9.8 B plus on this one. Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
$550.
No shot, Supyo. No shot. No shot, Supyo. You're trolling. You gotta be trolling on that one.
$1,000.
You've got to be trolling on that one, Supyo.
Fair warning.
$1,100.
Did they send it back at that point? Well, he's saying the 9.8A plus Panzer Dragoon, this one right here,
Fair warning.
this copy that sold, crossed to a VGA 80
Next lot.
plus. VGA 80 plus, sorry. The 9.8A plus.
$1,500.
If that is true, holy fuck, that's awful.
$1,600.
That's a bloodbath if that's true. Why is everyone in Panzer Dragoon ugly? I've never actually played the game. Never played it at all. Panzer Dragoon 2 there went for $1,200, and here is Saga 9.2A+, the Sega Saturn long time Grail.
$800.
Long time. PDS.
Fair warning.
9.2A+, looking for over $2,000 here.
$1,000.
Looking for $2,200.
Fair warning.
$2,000.
Still going here, slowly but surely on Panzer Dragoon Saga. Looking for $2,400. The worst part of that Kansas City game, I had a bet for Javonte Williams to have 5 receiving yards or more. And, like, they didn't throw a ball to Javonte Williams. They threw 4 passes to the running backs, 2 to P. Ryan, and 2 to McLaughlin.
Next
But you can't throw a fucking ball to Javonte Williams? Come on.
$650.
Absolutely breaking my balls over here, I tell ya.
$750.
Panzer Dragoon Saga for $2,400 though, 9.2A+. $2,400. What about that little fruit fly in here too?
Fair warning.
So that's what I mean, right? That's why, like, it snuck up on me that Panzer Dragoon has that kind of value, because, like, that exceeds Panzer Dragoon Saga. I mean, 9.8A versus 9.2A+, but you know what I mean? It's a lot of juice on Panzer Dragoon. Shining Force 3, 9.8A+. Crazy on this one, too. Another very sought-after game here.
$700.
Yeah, that was a qualified Resident Evil there. Resident Evil 85 plus qualified for $1,000.
$750. $800.
Seems kind of crazy. I don't know. I'm like pretty anti-qualified, if I'm being honest. Like, I basically have no interest in it. So 85 plus Sega Saturn qualified for $1,000.
$900.
I don't know. Not for me. Not for me. Shining Force 3 is pushing 9.88 plus here. Looking for over $1,000. Panzer Dragoon Saga CIB dropped a lot. You just got a really nice one for $900. Wow. Is Panzer Dragoon Saga finally not the Grail? Has it been usurped by anything yet? Is any Sega Saturn CIB worth more than Panzer Dragoon Saga yet? Or no?
$850.
Shining Force 3, $1,000 for the 9.8A plus, and 85 plus Shining Force 3. So 85 plus going up against 9.8A plus.
Fair warning.
And the 85 plus is the same exact price right now. It's over. The 85 plus is getting love. Sup, yo. Someone tell Sup, yo. Sup, yo, are you seeing this? Sup, yo, are you out there? Are you seeing this, Sup, yo? 85 plus VGA getting love.
Fair warning.
More love than the CGC 9.8A plus.
Next lot.
Should be triple. Should be triple the price. $300 more there for the 85 plus compared to the CGC. That 9.8A plus was torn to hell. Really? Is it an ugly one? Is it an ugly A plus on this one? You love to see it though, but that's what I mean with always look at the actual games. Use your eyes. Don't just buy the label, you know? Oh yeah, Netlink Daytona. Right.
$900.
Outside of Netlink Daytona. I forgot about Netlink. Sonic Jam is a VGA 90 plus. What a beast.
Fair warning.
What a beast at 90 plus.
Next lot.
$1,000 for Sonic Jam as well there. Here's Tomb Raider, 85 qualified.
$160.
Oh yeah, how much is Babel Sport at this point? Like $600-$700? Battle Sport, also very expensive, yes. Yes, this auction is still going. We are 20 games away from the finish line here.
$180. $190.
20 games away from the finish line. Almost there, folks. 90%. Still have Sega Dreamcast to go. We're just about done Sega Saturn. We end off with amazing groups of CIB games here. So if you're looking for some CIB, like this is Albert Odyssey,
Next
Dragon
lot.
Force, and Iron Storm. That's like 3 top-tier titles. And this next one is Shining in the Holy Ark, Shining Force 3, and Shining Wisdom. So keep your eyes on these CIB lots as well.
$40.
Tomb Raider qualified there, went for 216. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is a 9.8 A+. 7 on the pop report, and somehow there is a 9.8 A++ out there. That's fucking crazy. So 9.8 A+ is second highest on the pop report.
$400.
You were the underbidder on the 85 plus Shining Force 3. You have a wad of 9.4 A+, but it's pretty nice, actually. Damn, dude. Yeah, the bidding was like competitive bidding.
Fair warning.
On the 85 plus Shining Force. Competitive bidding out there on that one. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 goes for $456. Just slightly more than the Genesis version sold for, actually. Warcraft 2. 9.4 A++. Only 6 copies on the pop report.
$700.
Really cool, too. Sega Saturn. Sega Saturn has a lot of really cool games. I just never got into it. The last Battle Sport went for $1,100 bid on eBay. Holy shit, Battle Sport. Wow. Yeah, that's really expensive. Damn. I didn't realize it was over $1,000. Or could be over 1,000, you know what I mean? Maybe it was a nice copy, you know, auctions, all that stuff. But yeah, shoot. I didn't realize Battle Sport had gotten that expensive.
Next lot.
That is freaking expensive.
$300.
Warcraft 2, $900. 9.4 A++. Really cool. So here is the first lot of CIBs. Iron Storm, Dragon Force, Albert Odyssey. A just great lot of CIBs here. Great lot. All killer, no filler. Says they're in average condition. So make of that what you will.
Fair warning.
Iron Storm case has a crack. Who cares, right? Just swap it.
$80.
Yeah. Really good lot of games, though.
$400.
Dragon is great, so are the Shining games, Guardian Heroes, etc. Saturn has some really good exclusives, for sure. Yeah, like Saturn is a really cool library of games. It's just so hard to even get into. Like, finding Sega Saturn games locally is basically impossible. So, if you just casually want to get into it, you, like, can't.
$440.
You know what I mean? You have to import every game. You have to, like, buy every game individually. It's just not a very... It's hard to like Sega Saturn as a casual. It's hard to get into it. I feel like that's a big issue about it. It's kind of like TurboGrafx 16 in that respect. Like, you just won't be able to stumble into it. $504 here for the group of CIBs. And here's the next one. Like I said, Shining in the Holy Ark, Shining Force 3, and Shining Wisdom. All 3 of the Shining games. Again, they're saying condition average to excellent. Condition average is excellent. I'm not sure if they're saying average to excellent or if the condition average is excellent. I'm not sure, but here are all 3 of them. Excellent condition, complete with case disc manual. They're saying excellent on these ones, so... Hopefully a nice lot of 3 CIBs. You don't get much to go off of. Just a front and back photo.
Fair warning.
Yeah, stick around. Stick around. We're so close, folks. We're so close. You can't leave now. You can't leave now. Don't leave me, please. Please do not leave me here alone. Please, I beg of you. Please, for the love of God, don't leave me. Bangai-O! Dreamcast starts now.
$240.
And this is where we close things off with Dreamcast. 3 hours and 24 minutes into the auction.
$280.
Starting off with Bangai-O. 9.88 plus on it.
$320.
Really beautiful copy.
300, 400, 400,
And it might actually make some noise. And the
$500.
3 Shining games went for 552.
Fair warning.
$550.
Which of the
$600.
CIB lots was the better deal here? 504 for these 3, or 552 for the Shining games? I kind of feel like the 504 for Albert, Dragon Force, and
warning.
Ironstorm is the better deal. Isn't Ironstorm like $300? Like, aren't all of these like almost $1,000 for Albert, Dragon Force, and Ironstorm?
300, 300, 400,
$504 feels cheap for these ones.
$550.
Bangayo, $660 to start off. Here's Cannon Spike, VGA 90. Hopefully people are still here for the Dreamcast games. Hopefully people remembered to set their alarms, set their timers, alerts, whatever they needed. Cannon Spike immediately shoots up to almost $900 here. All right,
warning.
Dreamcast, this is where you bow out.
$850.
See you next Tuesday, HW. Appreciate you being here. 504 for the first lot was the best deal. Is Ironstorm like 75? No way. Isn't it more than that? Is Ironstorm
Fair
that
warning.
cheap? I thought it was freaking expensive now, CIB.
Next lot.
I thought Ironstorm had some serious value.
$150.
Cannon Spike, $960 for the VGA 90. I think that's pretty damn good, actually.
$40.
Almost $1,000 to Cannon Spike. I think we saw some of these at Certified Link. We'll just frickin' take a look. Why am I yapping
warning.
when we can just look at the data?
$280.
Cannon Spike. Yeah, VGA 90 at Certified Link, August 2022. Last year, VGA 90 sold for $810 at Certified Link. So there you go. Cannon Spike, actually, VGA 90 copy beat its last comp at Certified Link. Good sale on Cannon Spike at $960. Capcom versus SNK, 9.6, A++.
Fair warning.
You just sold one like a month ago. It took a while at $75. Damn. All right.
Next
Oh,
lot.
fuck. Guess I'm crazy on that one.
$70.
I guess I'm crazy on the value of Ironstorm.
$80. $85.
Capcom versus
$90.
SNK, 9.6 A++, $408. Cyber Troopers Virtual On, $90 plus. I know nothing about this.
$110.
Dreamcast still has some games where I'm going to say I've never seen this before. 90 plus, pushing its way up. We'll see what Virtual On does here. The title of this game is so fucking crazy, you'd almost think it's an import. 90 plus, pushing its way up to almost $200.
$170. $180.
Yeah, it must be. I must be retro game. I must be.
$190.
My brain must be thinking of something else.
$200.
Or maybe it did really good factory sealed Ironstorm. Maybe there was a really strong factory sealed sale, so then my brain was just like, oh, I guess it must be
$220.
expensive CIB as well. Maybe I did that. But Virtual On pushing its way up over $250 here. VGA 90 plus. Does anyone know anything about this game? Does anyone have any fun facts they can share about it?
Next lot.
$240 for Virtual On. Here's Illbleed sitting at $1,200. I don't know. We're looking for a live bid here on Illbleed. Sitting
Fair
at
warning.
$1,200. New record on Illbleed by far. And yeah,
Next
no
lot.
live bids on that. Not surprising. $1,200 on Illbleed.
$320. $300. $420.
Marvel vs. Capcom. Clash of Superheroes. 85 plus Dreamcast.
$40. $460.
Amazing fighting game. Amazing fighting game. Looking for $550 on it right now. We also have, oh yeah, there it is. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 as well in this auction. 90 plus. Whew. Some heat. And a PAL
warning.
version even for the Euro folk out there.
Next lot.
Marvel vs. Capcom, $540.
$140.
Marvel vs. Capcom PAL version here, VGA 90.
$150.
Marvel vs. Capcom there.
$220.
We last saw, we haven't seen it in over a year
$260.
at auction houses. VGA 90 plus, I guess, sold for $2,000. That was November 2022 at Hakes. Good old Hakes
Fair
auctions
warning.
with the screenshot corrected. I don't know if this is screenshot corrected or screenshot wrong.
$280.
I guess there's a first print and a second print on Marvel vs. Capcom. I don't know how to tell them apart, though. Does anyone know? If anyone knows how to tell them apart, I will show you the back of the game.
$300. $320.
The PAL version is actually pushing, though. PAL version here, looking for 384. Eurofolk. Showing up.
Fair warning.
Showing up for the auction here.
$340. $360. $380.
You're old enough to know what a rotary phone is and how to use it. I'm old enough to have taught you how to use it.
Fair
A
warning.
great way to put it there, Sega Steve. A great way to put it there.
Next lot.
$300.
Here is the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 VGA 90 Plus, immediately shooting its way up over 700, almost 800, up to 900. Looking for 900. That was immediate.
$800.
Very quick bidding there on Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Looking for $1,000 now. 90 plus on that. Whew.
$900.
I feel like the comp on this is
$950.
high. Yeah, $1,800 for the VGA 90. That's back in June of this year, $1,860. So this is the highest VGA graded copy we've seen sell. This is the highest graded copy we've seen sell, period. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. At least across the auction houses. Maybe eBay had something bigger, but VGA 90 plus right now. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Looking for $1,560. Whew. That's a big one. That is a big one. Damn.
Fair warning.
Of course, we don't know. There might be VGA 95s that exist. VGA still doesn't have pop report. Oh, Supyo is saying he doesn't think a 95 exists.
$1,500. $1,600.
Could be. Could be. Looking for 1,920 now. Whew. Like I said, the VGA 90, 1,860 is where it last sold,
Fair
June
warning.
this year. We're looking for $2,000. We're over $2,000 now. Oh, I gotta wipe my brow here. Oh my gosh. Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Fair warning.
Over 2,000. We somehow gained viewers. Let's go. Dreamcast fans, like, come in. Welcome, Dreamcast. Welcome.
Fair warning.
I'm glad to have you here for the Dreamcast auction. The final 10 games. Welcome. Looking for 2,400 on Marvel
Fair
vs.
warning.
Capcom 2.
Next lot.
Damn. A brand new record price on the highest graded copy ever auctioned across the auction houses here. $2,280. Damn. You thought your bid at $1,200 was good enough? Damn. Yeah, you kind of weren't even competitive on this one, unfortunately. Power Stone is a 90 plus. Master of Unlocking, you were pushing it. Shoot, dude. Yeah, that was a tough one, man. That auction, that was competitive. Makes me wonder who the heck won it. Maybe someone in the Discord. Maybe it was Craig. Maybe frickin' Craig won it. But yeah, shoot. That was big.
$600. $650.
And the Power Stone 90 plus is pushing here. Beautiful grades on some of these Dreamcast games. Beautiful grades. Power Stone 2 as well in VGA 90 right after it. Jeez. Really nice on these. $720 for Power Stone. Here's Power Stone 2, VGA 90. First time offering it here at Heritage too. Damn. This was like, I don't want to say like the Dreamcast Grail, but Power Stone 2 was up there. CIB, this was like one of the most expensive Dreamcast games. It might still be, honestly. I don't keep up with Dreamcast anymore, like close enough. But
$440.
$460.
Craig, you didn't win, but you were pushing. Yeah, that felt like a Craig game. That felt like a Craig kind of game.
$500.
That's crazy. I wonder who the hell won it then. Wonder who the hell won it. Power Stone 2 looking
Fair
for $600.
$550. $600.
Thanks for the stream 3 hours club. Some cash for more Brussels sprouts.
3 hour club.
$700.
3 hour club absolute marathon. I appreciate you, Omar. Thank you for the $10 for some more Brussels spurts. The Brussels spurts keep me strong, I'll tell you that much. They're kind of shitty, but we gotta eat them. Much appreciated, Omar. Much appreciated. Power Stone 2 is getting some love, actually. Pushing up to almost 960 here.
Next
Ending
lot.
at $900. $900, Power Stone 2. So it still does get quite a bit of respect for Dreamcast collectors, for sure. Resident Evil Code Veronica 9.6A+. Already sitting at almost $700.
Fair warning.
Almost sitting at $700.
Next lot.
Closing at $690. Resident Evil Code Veronica 9.6A+ on Dreamcast. Prices pumped higher the later it got tonight. Yeah, Dreamcast seems to be doing really damn well, Craig. I gotta say. Dreamcast is doing impressive. Maybe there's just like some pent-up demand for Dreamcast.
Fair
Because
warning.
I feel like the best Dreamcast stuff we've had was actually at Certified Link. The really high-grade Dreamcast stuff was at Certified Link. And I feel like we haven't seen like a lot of these games in, 9.8, A++ type of condition.
Next lot.
We've only seen the VGA 90s, 90 pluses.
$750.
95 on Shenmue here. Sonic Adventure 2, fucking 95, right? Like, Jesus, man. Over $1,000 easy, looking for $1,500 here on Sonic Adventure 2. Looking for $1,680, looking for $2,000, over $2,000. Sonic Adventure Battle 2. Or just Sonic Adventure 2, sorry.
$2,400.
Almost $3,000 here, looking for $2,880. Like, holy fuck. Yeah, it's insane. 95 is crazy. Make no mistake. And the bidding, like,
Fair
fully... the bidding is fully showing how crazy the 95 is.
$3,000.
Insanely competitive here on the Sonic Adventure 2. Looking for $3,600 right now. Sonic Adventure 2.
Fair warning.
Whew.
$3,200.
Still going. Still going. We're still got a cut bid too. We could see a cut bid come in. That was another full bid there, looking for $4,000. There's the cut. Another full bid, looking for $4,300. The other bidder does have cut bid available, I believe. They went. That was another full bid right there. Looking for $4,500. There should still be one more cut bid available between these bidders. We'll see if we see it.
$4,000.
That was another full bid, looking for $4,800 now, looking for $5,000.
$4,400.
This is fucking nuts.
$4,600.
This is crazy.
$4,800.
Not even looking at the cut bid here. They're just going back and forth now. Throwing haymakers back and forth, looking for $5,700. Oh, man.
Fair warning.
Man.
$5,000.
Still no hesitation. We are at the $5,000 mark now, though. This is where the bid increment changes from $200 to $500. So there's one more bid here. Then the minimum is $500.
Fair warning.
We'll see what happens here. And
Next
that is
lot.
where it's going to end. Once you get to that 5,000 mark, the bidding kind of changes, so a lot of stuff is going to end right around that $6,000 with BP. But closes at $5,760.
$55.
Crazy.
$60.
Absolutely crazy on Sonic Adventure 2. Absolutely crazy. That has to be... I mean, what is sold for more on Dreamcast?
$80.
I was going to say, this might be the highest selling Dreamcast game.
We made it.
We frickin' made it, dude.
$120.
I was gonna say this might be the most expensive Dreamcast game, and then I was like, maybe not. But now that I'm thinking about it,
$30.
what Dreamcast game is sold for more than $5,700? I can't think of one.
Fair warning.
I don't think there is one. I think this is it. I think this is the peak. Am I crazy? Am I wrong?
160.
Fuck me, that's wild.
$200.
Wild. 5760. Damn. Street Fighter 3 Double Impact VGA 90 Plus.
Another.
$40.
Thank you, Chokeslam to hell, for the $4 there, dude. Thank you. Much appreciated, man. We frickin' made it. We frickin' made it. Collectors tell us Sonic Adventure 2 is getting harder and harder to find, especially sealed, so we look forward to a robust bidding war for this lot. Yeah, Heritage knew, man. Heritage knew. It was an inside job. Your son, who is 8, is a big fan of Shadow. You were interested in this game, but I think I'll just print him out a coloring page instead. No doubt. Maybe it's just you, but the earlier start times mean you're still putting kids down for more of the items? Missed getting a chance to live bid in one of the Genesis games you would have liked to pick up? Putting the kids down, it took me a second to know what the hell you were talking about there. Like, what the hell are you doing, Brian? Yeah, I gotcha. I mean, if they started this later, though, I mean, we'd be here until the late PMs. Like, it's almost 10 p.m. here right now. We've been rolling for almost 4 hours.
$60.
Street Fighter 3 went for $456 there. Here's Alpha 3, 9.4 A++.
$280.
That was Double Impact. This is Alpha 3. Yeah, you are late, and the bidding for DC is going hard. Both of those things are surprising, Milk. Hope you're doing well tonight.
Next lot.
$312 for Alpha 3 there. A group lot of 18 Dreamcast games.
$480.
Let's look in. What the hell do you get here? So 18 Dreamcast games. I think it's just CIBs. I think so.
Fair warning.
$500.
I think Tech Romancer's pretty good. Sonic Adventure, Arcadia. I don't know what this game is down here.
$550.
Egg is decent. Berserk. It's not a bad CIB lot. You also get Grandia plus the book. I don't think there's super heavy hitters in here, though. But fuck, it's pushing its way up to almost $700. Damn. Yeah, 18 CIBs here. But looking for $700 on them. Jesus. Did I miss a super expensive game in there? $660. It's about $980 retail. Okay, fair. So 660, I mean, there's a decent little margin there. If it's about $980 retail. Damn. Yeah, doing fantastic, Milk. Been an absolute marathon tonight, man, but we finally did it. We finally hit the fucking end, man. Sonic the Hedgehog Pocket Adventure for the Neo Geo Pocket. 85 plus closes the auction at $860. Oh. A buddy of yours is heading to Hong Kong for a month. Is there any known spots to have him look for Grails? This is where we are. We're 4 hours into the auction, and Joe Kane is asking me if I know hidden locations in fucking Hong Kong. That is how you define a 4-hour stream. I don't know hidden locations in Hong Kong. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry. I'll have to brush up on my Hong Kong knowledge. The highest game of the auction was the Mortal Kombat 9.88++. And here's what I was saying. We were looking for the games that were going to exceed $10,000. There weren't any. Not a single Sega game today. Over 10,000. Kind of crazy, kind of nuts, kind of not. I don't know. How do you guys think of that? Second most expensive game was NBA Jam, 9.88 plus $6,600. The Sonic Adventure 2 pushed its way up to the third most expensive game of this auction, $5,760. That is almost twice as expensive as John Madden Football. VGA 80 clamshell there, later production for $3,000, and Panzer Dragoon tied with John Madden. 9.8A on Panzer Dragoon for $3,120. And that Monster Boy we saw, this was freaking 3 hours ago, 3.5 hours ago. Wonder Boy in Monsterland, the 9.88 plus was actually the sixth most expensive game we saw all night. On the Master System of all consoles. The Master System. Panzer Dragoon Saga, $2,400. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, $2,280. New record price on Marvel vs. Capcom 2, 90 plus. Beautiful. And Terminator on Game Gear even slipped its way into the top 10 here at $1,920 for the 85 plus. Yeah, I don't know why the Neo Geo Pocket was in here either, Supyo. The Sega Showcase auction. Here, fuck it. Have a Neo Geo Pocket game. I don't know. But hey, it was here. At the bottom of the auction, we had Balls, a very early contender at $61. But Balls did not hang low enough because the actual loser of the auction, and this is a shocker, I don't know if there was anyone who would have had this guess. If I would have asked you before the auction started, the lowest selling item of the auction, I don't think many of you would have picked Outrun 2019. 8.0A, looks like it has sun fading, $55. Yeah, there is fading on the case. But like $55? Whew. That's crazy. For Outrun. It's even like a known franchise, you know what I mean? It's part of the Outrun series. Nuts. I was thinking of Balls 3D again as I was sitting here saying nuts. The innuendos are going hard here at the end of the auction. Man, oh man. Hopefully you Sega folks got yourself some nice wins, though. Yeah, did anyone win an impulse buy that they already regret? Did anyone already win something that they regret? That's the big question. What a frickin' auction, you guys. Holy smokes. Just shy of 4 hours. Look at that. We peaked out. We had 70 viewers at the start. 70 viewers, right? That's where we peaked. And then people were like, wait a second. Hey, wait a second. These aren't Nintendo games. Hey, wait a second. And we dipped all the way down to 52. And then we just went steady. Steady in the 50 to 60 range. Is this where Genesis ended? Jesus, we fell off a cliff right there. We went from 56 all the way down to 43. Is that where... That has to be close. That's like an hour ago. Yeah, like 45 minutes ago. That's... Genesis ended... No, that wouldn't be when Genesis ended, actually. Because Genesis ended right around here. Right around here was the end of Genesis. This would be like after Game Gear. Sega CD. That's what this might be right here. Sega CD. Oof. Yuck. Ew, yuck. Ew, Sega CD. Yuck. No, I'm not watching that. Then we came back up for Saturn. And then Dreamcast. Oh, maybe that is where I took a break. Maybe it is. Jesus. If that's where I took a break, I'm never allowed to go bathroom again during a stream. Dear God. Greg's gone. I'm gone. If that's the case, that's wild. Man, oh man. That's tough if so. Whew. All right, folks. Well, that's it. I'm done. I got no more yapping to do. I'm out of voice. I'm out of breath. So, I will talk to you guys next Tuesday. Join the Discord if you're not in the Discord. Next Thursday is the Japanese auction. It's going to be a fun one. Going to be a fun one. I will see you guys later. Thank you for all the donations. Thank you for hanging out tonight. Hit the like button if you haven't already on the way out. Have a good night, everybody.